Boom, 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 boom. Boom, Chenka, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United. Come on, my son, how's it going? We've got a lot to get into tonight. It's the Deadline Day live show. Oh, that's right. We'll be here up until right to the end of the evening when we find out all the latest deals and stuff and goings on throughout the entire Premier League, but certainly to do with bloody Manchester United here. So the latest information we'll get into throughout the show. We'll get into it in a moment, and then we'll get into the rest of it throughout the show. I want to say hi to Paul van der Beek, Peter Coveney, Ascend, Batman Night Fan, Mark Voot, Heiko. How you doing, Heiko? Firestorm Tiger, Debbie Elder, Seaborn Gracias, High Times United, Kayam, Router 66, Tristan Degoda, Tonk Nash, Jonathan Lemon Wrestling Show, George Best 7, It's Easy, Gaz Newton, OP Dragon, Wet Lettuce, Shane Rudd, Sam Lawrence, Manu Forever, Salim Umar, Kevin Brady, Abhinav Ketapur, Mr. Miyagi, John, David Parkinson, Chris Packett, Philip Chapman, Jim, Powell Brick. Anyway, I better stop there, but thank you so much to everybody that's stopping by and getting involved for this show today. Bloody hell, what a nightmare. Do us a favour, smash us a like on the video if you have not done so already. And let's get into this atrocity of a window. What an absolute atrocity of a window. Oh, I don't even know where to begin. Let's get into it then, guys. The Big Fish, Matt Rush, Azizi7, Charles Smith, Buzzy B Program, David Parkinson, John O'Denton, Marek Stachowski, Ascender, Faye Rizal, Router66, Wiggy, Mark Voot, Chazman, Adam Asquith, Bashiri Jafari. Okay. Great to have you all here. Thanks. We just did a quick register. Yep, you're all here. Thank you very, very much. Okay, the breaking news then, everybody. Let's get into the biggest breaking news right now. Well, actually, the latest breaking news before we get into the main breaking news for United is that Chris Smalling is now a Roma player. All done, all dusted. Chris Smalling is now a Roma player. It's believed to be around about £18 million, this deal. £18 million. Chris Smalling is now officially an AS Roma player. He signs for Roma tonight. It comes to a total of £18 million. I think it's around about 15 million euros and plus 5 in add-ons and things like that. Somewhere around there. Roughly around 18 million euros. So Chris Smalling, good luck to him. He's obviously been a very good player for us in the past. He could have been the best player for us right now too, because our shit defence is absolutely shit. And if we don't get a suitable replacement centre-back in this window, then it's going to be a shit window. I'm just going to say this right now. I don't care if we get Cavani. I don't care if we get Dembele. I don't care if we get, which doesn't look like we're going to. I don't care if we get, any of these players, really. The biggest issue at the back for United is the centre-back position. That's the issue at the back. So here we go then. Chris Smalling, it's done to Roma, and we're understood that it happened with just 1 minute to spare as well. 1 minute to spare of the transfer window. That's how close that one was to not happening. So obviously the transfer window in Italy closed earlier, so it was done with 1 minute to spare, that one. Guys, get your thoughts in about Christopher Smalling in the live chat. What do you think about it? Taran Atwell, Kayam, how you all doing? DJ Sonic, Sleaze Gaming, sorry if I haven't shouted you out yet, Salim Umar, but keep commenting and I will get to you. And thank you very much for giving me your thoughts and opinions. Manu Forever says, Pig, can you play centre-back? I mean, look, I was more of a centre-forward or a goalkeeper, to be honest with you, my friend, but I can play centre-back to a decent standard. Do you know what I mean? Geordie, hello to you too, Geordie. Joshua Whitfield, he says, hi, Pig, do you think Marcia will play up forward with Cavani? Okay, anyway, I'll get on to Cavani in a moment. Thank you very much for your comment, though. George Bess, he says, good luck to Smalling. Hoodstar, he says, we should have kept him. Gunchi, what's going on? He says, 1 minute to spare, typical. Kalibi William, what's going on there? Exactly, it is typical last-minute jobbies, Manchester United, eh? Should have kept him, though. I like that comment from Hoodstar. Let's have a little vote, then. If you think we should have kept Chris Smalling in the live chat, right, keep. And if you think we should have sold Chris Smalling, which we have done, right, sold. So just write keep or sold, or K or S, and we'll have a little vote and see what the Manchester United fan base actually thinks about it as a quick split. As you can see, any viewers, if you're not able to vote, you can still see it on the live screen there. So check it out. So keep, sold, keep, sell, keep, sold, keep, sold, keep, sold. Sold, keep. Alex, how you doing there? The Rinconator's in the gaff. Great to see you, my friend. He says A. What does A mean? Oh, A keep. Oh, okay, yes. So, yeah, that is the issue. That is the issue. I mean, I personally think, actually, he probably is the best player that we have at centre-back right now, which is very ironic, as I say, because he was the player that we let go last season on loan to AS Roma for being too gash for us, and because he just wasn't part of the plans. He's obviously still not part of Solskjaer's plans, but ironically, he had the best season out of any of our centre-backs last year. It just wasn't for us. And then he's going to go over there and he signed for them for 18 million. So Chris Smalling, good luck to him. I hope he has a really good season over there. I hope he smashes it up for Roma, to be fair. He's a good lad. I like him. Evening, Steve Nichols. Griffo Chaz. Hey, Griffo. He comments, keep the money would have been good if we actually do something with it, apparently. Apart from fueling Ed Woodward's addiction of destroying the football club. Well, that's about appropriate. Yes, he does seem to be pretty good at that. He definitely seems to be pretty good at that. He's done a piss poor job this window. I think we all would agree with that. We haven't addressed the positions in the team that we need to address, and we just ended up getting sort of like proper Ed Woodward signings coming through last minute here, like Edinson Cavani. Let's go on to Edinson then, lads and lasses. Let's get on to Edinson. Hello, Atwell Games. Hello, Debbie Elder again. Woodward has disgraced the club. I agree with you, Debbie. Absolute disgrace. Heiko says, Keppers and Salt. Ibrali says, yo, pig, my account got banned, and now I have to say, yo, I'm back. I was called Ali's Gaming Gamer. Dude, what, your account got banned on here, you mean? That's not good. Well, keep it classy then, Ibrali. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Alex says, no, I didn't want to keep. I typed A by mistake. Sell him any day. Okay, then, yeah, that makes perfect sense. So then, let's get into it. Over 200 of you watching. Smash that like. And Cavani. So, Chris Smalling's gone. That's obviously interesting news. What does that mean? Does it mean we're going to get a centre-back? Probably not. That's realistically just to pay for Tellez now. That's just to pay for the Tellez deal. It's conveniently around a similar sort of figure. So that's just to pay for the Tellez deal, I think, personally. Which, obviously, we signed Tellez as well. If you missed that earlier, we have actually signed Alex Tellez. Good signing. Very happy about that one. So we have signed Alex Tellez, finally. But Edinson Cavani, he is officially now, what is that? He's officially a Manchester United player, which is absolutely brilliant if you're a melter, in my opinion, because it's not actually that brilliant. I mean, look, what do you want him to do? Are we supposed to be expecting that, yeah, he's going to come in and dislodge Martial from the team? So is he our new number 9 then? I mean, is he our new striker? Because if he's supposed to be our first string striker, then that's a bit piss poor, isn't it? Because Martial was looking good towards the end of last season. And yes, he's had a bit of a ropey start, as has a lot of the team. He needs the season to step up and see if he can get those 25 goals for United. But if this guy's coming in, then that's not good. I mean, realistically, this guy's probably going to come in. He is a very great player. That's the thing with Cavani. Like, in one way, I'm happy that we've got him, but it's just that we should have addressed other areas of the team. And if we do address those other areas of the team before the end of the window, then, then it's highly likely that it'll be a good signing. But if he's just coming here to dislodge Martial or hinder the progression of players like Martial and Greenwood and these guys, it's not really very good. It's not a good forward-thinking signing at all, in my opinion. Whereas we should have perhaps gone and got somebody else in a different position if we're going to go for an experienced older head like that. But he's coming in, he's a goal scorer, there's no doubt about that. He's got a fantastic goal scoring record. He's at the tail end of his career for sure. We saw what a great player like that with a similar sort of profile like Zlatan could do. Maybe he's a different animal, but even so, he might have a great time. But I just hope it's in a backup role capacity at United, and it doesn't really stop Martial playing that much. I know a lot of people don't think Martial's good enough, and I think this has to be the season where he gets 25 league goals. Otherwise, I agree. He's not good enough, or maybe Greenwood should take the mantle, or maybe we should get that star signing number 9. But at this moment in time, I think he deserves, because of his improvement over the course of last season, he deserves another chance there at this season. That's just my thoughts. But look, Edinson Cavani, he's a new Manchester United player, all done, all dusted, all sorted. He is joining the football club, my friends. So let's just have a little look at some of the other transfers and stuff that's going on. But actually, I'll just give you the breakdown of the deal for Cavani. I'm just trying to find this information here. But Edinson Cavani, look, he's a great player. I mean, look, Oh, it's one of those. It's a commercial deal for Edward Woodward. I don't even think Solskjaer wanted him, so I don't like the deal because he's a mercenary. He could have come to Manchester United in January. He was going to end up, he wanted to go to Atletico Madrid. That deal fell through. That's the only reason we're getting him now, is because we're now the club that's prepared to pay him the most money, more than any other club. If any other club came in from him, was prepared to pay him more money, he'd have gone to them. So I don't really want players like that anymore. We've tried that with players. Dude, Dimas Marcigo, mate, Dimas Marcigo, thank you so much for getting in here and becoming a channel member. Dimas, get in there, my son. Yes, lad. Everybody, welcome Dimas Marcigo to the channel, please, with your favourite channel member emoji. Get it in there and give him one of these two. Dude, thank you so much, Dimas Marcigo. I love the name as well. Where are you from, Dimas? Where are you from? I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna say Macedonia, my friend. Anyway, great to have you here. Thank you very, very much, Dimas Marcigo, legend, for getting in here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome everyone as well. Right then, so all done and dusted for Edinson Cavani. He is joining Manchester United. Let me just get the information up about this. I'm having a bloody hot day mare here. I lost the information. But anyway, Edinson Cavani's coming. It's breaking. It's done. He is now going to be a Manchester United player, and it's just a matter of time, really. Until there is an official club announcement here. I think Matty the Rushmeister is going to keep me up to date. But look, Fabrizio Romano reported it's done. Every major reporter is reporting it's all done. It's all done and dusted, and he's going to be coming in. So on a free transfer with agent fees somewhere totaling around about 10 million euros, a little bit less than that, it was reported out, obviously. So it is a free transfer. It's not a lot of investment. That's the thing about the Edinson Cavani deal. It's not a lot of investment in terms of shirt sales, which I personally don't think are going to be as strong as they usually are. But he is a big name, and you know what some people are like. They will go out there and give the money to the Glazers just for bringing in Cavani here. But Cavani is a big name. There's no doubt about it. And he's obviously a star on the continent of South America too. So it's a good signing for the profile of Manchester United. This, you get linked with, you get a big player in like that, a big name player, whether it's your Zlatans or whatnot. It just opens up this new market. Suddenly every single person in Sweden is interested in watching Manchester United games when you sign a player like Zlatan. And it's the same thing with Uruguay and South America and this sort of thing. It's just tapping into a new market a little bit, or regenerating that market that was there. So it's a shrewd signing from a business point of view. You've got to give it to that human potato, Woody Woodward, for that. It's a shrewd signing on a free transfer. It's not a lot of money per week. Somewhere in reports saying around £220,000 a week, but we'll await official confirmation of that at this stage. So yeah, I mean, there you go. Edinson Cavani, lads and lasses. Edinson Cavani. Are you happy with the signing of Edinson Cavani? Write yes in the comment section if you are. Write no if you're not. Adewale Mandela says United need more tactics. Well, yeah, we could do with, well, not just more tactics, just better tactics. Dimas Marcigo sizzling that bacon, lad. He says, thanks, brother. Anytime, bro. Thank you, Dimas. Great to have you on board. It really is. We've got 103 members or something now. 101 members, is it? I can't remember, but it's great to have you all here. So then, Debbie Elder says 220k a week isn't a lot. Well, I know what you're saying, Debbie. I mean, it is and it isn't. I mean, when you're not paying like a huge transfer fee up front and it's just a 2-season contract, I mean, for a big player like that, where you can generate a good bit of money commercially from him, it's not a huge amount of money anyway. I mean, look, it's not 300 grand a week or the 500k a week that we pay to Alexis Sanchez, is what I mean. So it's okay money. It's not great. It's insane money. Don't get me wrong, but it's reasonable money for the sort of player and the profile and everything that he actually is. So Edinson Cavani's coming in. Look at all these people saying yes. Paul van der Beek says yes. Benson Finisterre says yes. Callum says yes. OP says no, he's too old. Well, that is the thing. He's not far away from being 34, this guy. So he doesn't have much longevity in the game, but you never know. Like I said, modern day footballers is a bit different than it was, say, 20 years ago. You get players like Zlatan, Cristiano, etc. just don't look like they're slowing down. So we'll see if Cavani can be in that same sort of mould, but he has had some injury issues recently. Mr. Miyagi says, only if Sancho comes by 11 p.m. So, okay, then let's just talk about that very quickly, seeing as you brought it up, because Jadon Sancho is a player that obviously every Manchester United fan would like to see come. because he's a future star. He's a star right now. He's an English homegrown lad who will fit in. He's busy mates with Rashford and, you know, all this sort of stuff. Like, he's just the right fit for Manchester United right now. But United have one big problem, everybody. I'll tell you the big problem. Our piss poor, absolutely gash-tastic owners and Woodward and Matt Judge and our recruitment team. That's the big problem. They're not prepared to spend the money and invest. Now, we never know. I mean, look, anything can happen. Anything can happen up until 11 p.m. Anything can happen. Like, you never know. Manchester United might get a call from Dortmund and say, you know what? We decided we're going to let him go for 90 mil. I very much doubt it. But, you know, I think it's just got like a 2% chance of happening myself now. But it's very intriguing just to see if there's still a possible glimmer of hope that Sancho might be coming. But it doesn't look good because United are linked with all sorts of other players in that position. We're scratching around trying to get other players. I'm looking at some of the players that we've been linked to today, such as Ismaila Sarr. There's a player we've been trying to pursue today. We've already had a bid rejected from Watford, so maybe that's somebody who we might see come in before the end of the window. Also, in regards to Dembele, a lot of people reporting that the Dembele deal is dead, but also Konstantin Ekner currently just tweeted out a little while ago and said that it's not over. MUFC are now actually thinking about buying Dembele. So even though we couldn't do a deal in regards to Dembele for a season-long loan, Barcelona wanted to cash in. Barcelona wanted to change personnel. They want to get rid of Dembele. They want to sign Memphis Depay. They're pretty strict and stringent on that. But Manchester United now are potentially considering Dembele as an option for a permanent move. That's the latest anyway. That might change, like I say. I mean, there's other reports to say that the Dembele deal is now dead. But that's just some information we got there from Konstantin Ekner. So it's all kicking off. We don't know who we're going to get in this window before the end of it. There's going to be some more movement, I think. I mean, let's just have a little think and have a vote each in terms of how many people you think Manchester United are going to sign now. So actually, let's just do it. Let's just include Donny and Cavani and Telles, just to be simple, just to keep it simple. So we've got those 3 players already wrapped up. How many more players? In fact, I don't want to count anybody under the age of 18 either, to be honest with you. So we're all just getting confused. Okay, listen, I think we're going to get 2. Just how many more players? Let's do it that way. How many more players do you think Manchester United are going to sign? We've signed Telles, we've signed Cavani. I totally made a hash of this, and we've signed Amad Traore in January. How many more players after these ones do you think we're going to sign? I think we're going to sign 2 more players. 2 more players in this window now. 2 more players. 2 more before the end. What do you guys think? Made a hash of that one, didn't I? Gunshi says, 69, dude, % chance, dude. Hey, Griffo Chaz with the super chat. Thank you, Griffo Chaz, lad. He commented. He's hang on a sec. It's going down there. 0, 0, 0. There's a lot of zeros coming in there. Bloody hell. Stuart Gash. I love the name, mate. Stuart Gash, mate. He says 0. Why are you timing him out for? Don't time him out. Don't time Stuart Gash out for that. Aaron, just chill, bro. Just chill, bro. Stuart, come back in a minute. You've been wrongfully timed out there, my friend. Just relax. Relax, everyone. You'll be back in a few. You have the greatest name ever as well. You know, come on. Come on, Aaron, mate. Chill out, bro. Right, anyway. 0, 0, 0, 0. Everybody thinking that we're not going to sign anybody. Check that out. Oh, man. Anyway, that is a shame. That is a shame. Yeah, no, just relax there, Aaron. It's fine. Just chill. Just chill. It's all good. Anyway, thank you, everyone, for getting in here tonight. Smash that like button. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you have not done so already. That'll help us out considerably. Appreciate everyone who does that. You're a bunch of legends. Jimmy Smith says the whole defence, so 4. Debbie says mods are pissed off today. They're taking no crap at all. Let's just relax it a little bit, guys. You know, putting a couple of zeros in here. That's not spamming. Spamming's when that whole live chat is filled up by the same person. Literally the whole live chat. That is spamming. Anyway, right then. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. So, just to give you a brief update if you're just joining us, because there's a bunch of new viewers who've just stopped by here. Edinson Cavani is now a new Manchester United player. Done deal. It's going to be announced by the club any moment now, but it's all wrapped up. Fabrizio, every major news outlet reporting that the deal is now confirmed and he is a Manchester United player. So Edinson Cavani is a player who joins with a ridiculously good record, having scored a whole bunch of goals and a whole bunch of for a whole bunch of really good teams like Napoli and PSG over the years. And of course, for Uruguay, he's always been a staple for the Uruguay side for the last, I think he's had 116 caps for them. So a long time. He's been playing for them, 50 goals as well and 116 caps. So this is a goal scorer. If you look at his Champions League stats, because people say that it's a farmers' league, the French league, and even Serie A when he was playing for Napoli, so they sort of try and disregard his goal scoring rate. But if you look in the Champions League, his goal scoring rate is just pretty much the same. It's pretty boss-tastic. So he's definitely a goal scorer. I think he can definitely get goals. Is he better than Odion Ighalo? Yes, he is better than Odion Ighalo. As long as he's used as Odion Ighalo was used, then I'll be happy with the signing of Edinson Cavani. If he's used to come in here and take over the mantle from Martial and stop the progression of these guys, I will not be happy with that. And I certainly will not be happy if he's coming in here to be the new Sancho for us, or instead of Sancho. See, that's the thing. United are going to have to do something pretty impressive to keep me happy in this transfer window right now. Like sign Upamecano, or sign a centre-back like somebody that we actually need, as opposed to just signing all these forward players because they're big names and they can sell shirts. It's disgraceful, really. Is that really the only thing they think about, these guys who are in charge of a club? The commercialisation of signings and the asset value of signings? Like people like Donny van der Beek, let's open up that Dutch market again. Let's get a 23-year-old who's only going to be going up in value for the next 7 years or whatnot. You know, it's kind of a disgrace. We just don't sign the right players. We just sign players, I think, based on the commercialisation and also how much of a bargain they are. Alex Telles, in the end, you know, I think he's gone for 13.6 million euros with some potential for add-ons. So he's gone for a small amount of money, really. And, you know, it's like... We only sign the bargain players. Same with Donny. There's no risk there. There's no asset risk there whatsoever. So it's just another one of those. It's just another window like that, another commercialised window where we haven't really gone out there and addressed the positions in the team that are the biggest problem, in my opinion. Gunshi says, let's all go over Woodward's house with some spanners. With our blue spanners, sorry. Jazzman says, Pellistri's been linked. Absolutely, yes. Facundo Pellistri. He might be joining before the end of the window. That looks like it's pretty much done on that one too, pending a couple of little bits of paperwork and stuff like that. 300 plus goals. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Jimmy Smith. He has got 300 plus goals. He's got a fantastic record. Ollie In, how you doing there, Ollie In, with a super chat? Appreciate it. Comments, with this window, I'm pretty sure this is the beginning of the end for Ollie, but I wonder which manager will want to take over. History repeating itself. Great comment there, Ollie In. Yeah, I mean, look, it is kind of repeating itself. Look at that Jose Mourinho situation the season before he got sacked. It's very similar to that one. The board not backing the manager properly, not getting the centre-back that we desperately need, leaving him short. And it's just not really on, is it? I mean, this is just terrible ownership and terrible leadership from the likes of Woodward and Judge at this club. They're leaving Ollie short here for the season. Never mind not actually starting the season with these players, which is what we did want. If you look at all the other clubs around the league, most of them have got their business done nice and early. It's only a few little additions and a few other melty clubs like us that are scratching around right at the end. You need to get your business done early so you can better prepare for the season. So not only are we ill prepared for the season again, we've actually not even properly prepared for the season at all, really, because we haven't got the players that we need. Thank you so much for that, Ollie In, for your super chat. It is like history repeating itself, you know, unfortunately. I hope that sorry, I just saw your name there, Gunshi. I hope that Ollie is going to be backed by the board and will actually get a couple more players in before the window. That's why I've said 2, because I can't think that this is going to be the end of the window for United. I can't think we're going to end the window with just Telles, Donny and Cavani. And I don't care about these younger players that they're talking about right now, like Willy Cambuala or Pellistri and these guys. These are all good signings for the future, don't get me wrong. Amad Traore, another player at Atalanta who we're getting in January. These are all good signings for the future, but they're not good signings from us right now, which is obviously the biggest problem. Sleaze Gaming comments, Pig, do you think he will make a big impact? Sorry, Sleaze, who do we mean? Cavani? Country, I keep thinking you're a player or somebody who's associated with United. Anyway, Rambo says, bless up, P. This transfer deadline is cash. Proper. Farmers League is a compliment. Yeah, fair play to you. It is a bit of a compliment. It's not the best league. That's the thing. You've only got a few good teams. I think, Lyon, Marseille, who else is there? PSG, Monaco. Lille, and now we're scraping the barrel. Hassan Akhtar, evening Pig and the Gan. What's going on, Hassan? Just joining us for Deadline Day special, everyone. Sophia Valentina Romano says, come on, you Spurs. Oh, no. Nigel Humphrey says, Costa went on loan. We could get this deal done. Interesting. Heiko Firestorm Tiger comments, for your information, German top leagues transfer window closed at 6 p.m. German time today. But for changing into a Premier League club, the Premier League deadline counts. Thank you very, very much for that, Heiko. Yes, so the German transfer window is closed, so no German clubs can sign any more players now after 6 p.m. German time. But United can still sign players coming from Germany, as Heiko has just clarified for us there. Thank you very, very much. Gungshi, we want you for 10 mil. We want you for 10 mil. What's your agent fees, though, Gungshi? We need to know your agent fees. Razor Dragon, thank you, Razor Dragon, for your super chat here. Comments, would you be happy if Manchester United somehow signed Koulibaly? Yes, I would. I very much would be, Razor Dragon. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you take Koulibaly right now. Now, it would be a panic signing, but he's a 29-year-old ready-made centre-back who has got what we need, really. Now, he might not be everyone's cup of tea because he does play in Serie A. There's some people I see on social media and stuff who seriously doubt the credentials of Koulibaly, but I think he's better than what we've got right now, for sure. I think he's a lot better than what we've got right now. It would really depend on the price with him, though, because there's some rumours in the region of about £70 million is what he would cost. Lots of ones coming in the live chat here. Jim Joe Bobley thinks no, though. There's a couple of people saying no, not the right player. Joseph Adams, he thinks so, though. Fergie Son says Harry turned into Sally Maguire. When Harry met Sally Maguire, mate. That's funny. Aditya Mishra says, what's your opinion on Rudiger as our centre-back? I don't like it. I personally don't like it. I think he's personally a bit ropey and shaky. Look, he's decent, don't get me wrong. It's more of the type of player that we need, somebody who's quicker, more athletic than what we got right now. But it's not the right fit again for me now. Because I just think he's not good enough still. But that's just my humble opinion. Nigel Humphreys comments, there's a lot of centre-backs out there better than ours. Our scouts are shit. 100% agree, yeah, 100% agree. I don't understand what's going on. Chevs B's just highlighted one there. It says Alaba. Alaba would be a brilliant signing. Talk about a left-footed player who's absolutely epic, who can play left-back, he can play centre-back. Absolutely. I would step over my own mam to get a piece of Alaba at the moment. 100%. Fergie's son says, for F's sake, Rudiger, I know. Wayne Marco says, what happened to Badia Shield? I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe they're just asking a little bit too much money. Plus, he's only like 19, Badia Shield, so it's not exactly like he's expected to slot in and be the next sort of Vidic or anything at 19. You might as well give Mengi the chance, I suppose, if you're going to give Badia Shield the opportunity. But Griffo says, reports coming out saying that the club are looking at Poch and will sack Ollie if results don't improve by November. I reckon that's just BS, my friend. Why the hell would we look at Poch, though? Pochettino is just a complete, absolute meltbag who's never won a trophy in his bloody life. Sorry, I know a lot of people want Pochettino. I don't want to get onto this. This is not transfer news. But the point is, I just don't see the appeal of Poch. Fair enough if Ollie doesn't work out in the future. I think we should have a look at a new manager if it doesn't work out way down the line, if he's given the time and money and the backing. But not Pochettino. Just does nothing for me, that man. Does nothing for me. Ashley Jenkins comments, he can't be worse than Slabby in terms of, yeah, you're right, Koulibaly. There's no way he could be worse than that Slabby Maguire meltbag. Really, this guy, for £80 million, he's lived up to, what? Maybe 20% of that? You'd think, I don't know, maybe 25% of that? £20 million player or something like that? 30, 40 million at most. He definitely doesn't look like an £80 million player for us. So he is a waste of money. We could do with moving him on, but it's not going to happen, is it? I mean, we don't want to just turn our backs on these players. They're going to be here. They've got long contracts on big money. We're stuck with these guys, a lot of them. We're stuck with them. Do you think anyone's coming and taking Victor Lindelof off us in this window? I highly doubt that, my friends. I highly doubt that because they're on big money. We paid a lot of money for Victor, 29 mil. He's on big money. Same goes for Harry Maguire. You know, these guys, they're set, really. They don't have to do anything, really. They could just be the next Phil Jones 2.0, and they'll be absolutely spot on. Will Baker comments, hi, Pig. Why do United seem to be competent in signings for the academy, but a shambles for the first team? Yeah, it's a very good point. I guess it's because academy players generally are just not a lot of money. There's a lot more value in academy players. I mean, look, they signed quite a lot. They spent a lot of money on Amad Traore. I guess he's not really an academy player, though. By that time, he'll be ready to come in and feature in the first team squad as a backup, hopefully, anyway. So that is the case with him. But in regards to what you said, which was, why aren't we competent in the first team? I guess it's just down to the money involved and the fact that I don't really have a good answer for that. I just think that this particular season we've added a lot to our youth ranks. They are doing the right things in terms of planning for the future. I think that's what they're looking to do. They're looking to get results without spending. And the best way to do that is to plant some seeds as opposed to going out there and buying an orchard. You know, it might take you a lot longer time, but if they just plant these seeds, get all these great young players in, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds, then in 3 or 4, 5 years' time, you can have a crop of really great players if they're to be believed as some of the greatest young talents that there is around at that age. So that's what they're doing. There's nothing wrong with that. They're planning really well for the future, but I think it's also down to not wanting to actually spend big money. It's just like it's good. It's long-term planning. It's doing it the right way, but it's also not doing it the right way for results now. You need a balance. Buster Cherry in the gaff comments, Woodward is probably getting a kickback from Cavani's agent for signing him. He's copying Arsenal. Probably. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, the potato's getting some skin on the deal. Honey Badger says, Igalo is happy being here. He won't make a fuss about minutes. Plus, he's not making more money than our best player. Very valid point, yeah. The amount of money for Cavani that he's on is just about acceptable for me. Like I say, when you consider the commercialisation of the lad, it's not a ridiculous amount of money to pay for him. He will be quite useful as well. He will get you goals. He is better than Odi and Igalo, so we have to take that into account. Like, we shouldn't really be too bothered. Thank you, Prince Varmar, for subscribing. We shouldn't really be too bothered with with like strengthening. Like, we have actually strengthened there, but it's just not the right strengthening. It's not the right area. That's what really pisses me off about it. So yeah, Vigo Norgren says if we only gone for Telles and Van der Beek, we could have signed Sancho. Yeah, I mean, we could have done. I mean, it's very counterproductive to me to go for Dembele now. There's discussions right now that Manchester United might still be in for Dembele for around about £60 million or 60 million euros, sorry, for a permanent deal, which would be preposterous. Yes, it's half as much money, but if he might be half as good a player in terms of longevity and appearances that he's available for because of his injury issues. And also the goals and assists are just not there. If you compare his time at Dortmund to Sancho's time at Dortmund, the difference is pretty stark. I mean, obviously Dembele's stats are still very great, but Sancho's a next level. Sancho's that of a generational talent, you know, coming through at that age. Ted Savannah, how long left in the window? Just into 11 p.m, an hour and 45 minutes, so we should get a lot more movement coming. Matty the Rushmeister will keep me up to date with any breaking news and stuff like that. Let me get onto the rest of the stories then quickly, just to cover it, and then we'll talk about the rest. So Barcelona. And there's talk here. Barcelona, this is from Fabrizio Romano at 7:47. Barcelona are trying to sell Rafinha as they still want to complete the Memphis Depay deal. Race against time again. Ousmane Dembele not joining Manchester United. Barca always asked for a permanent deal. No loan, no agreement. So that is that's what Fabrizio said. And then a little while after that, it was being reported that maybe the deal is not over and Manchester United is currently considering buying him permanently. But then other people were also reporting that it's dead. So we'll see on that one. Like I say, it will all become clear in the next hour and 45 minutes. What we do know is Chris Smalling's joined Roma for £18 million. He's joined AS Roma on, I think it's a 3-year deal, 3-year contract. And Manchester United part ways with Christopher Smalling after many a year. How many years has Chris Smalling been at this football club? I'm going to say at least 10, right? He's got to have been here for 10 years, I'm thinking. Maybe not. Maybe 9 years. How long's Chris Smalling been here? Who knows? But that's done. Chris Smalling to AS Roma. In regards to Facundo Pellistri as well, the scoop, it's looking like that's absolutely official. Facundo Pellistri is a new player of Manchester United, 5-year contract. They paid Penarol the release clause of 10 million euros for him. So 10 million euros for Facundo Pellistri, known affectionately as Facu. So 10 million euros, my friends. Do any of you know much about Facundo Pellistri? Anybody reckon he's going to be a really great player? Abhinav Keita says, would you give your left nut if United signed Matthias de Ligt? That would not be a delight, my friend, giving my left nut for any player, I'm not going to lie. Certainly not Matthias de Ligt, no. don't get me wrong. I would actually. I would actually, because Matthias de Ligt is exactly what we need. He's young. He's a great leader. He's a great defender. So yes, we should have gone in for him anyway. That's the thing. We have this good relationship with Ajax. Why don't we just get all their best players then? Because we're incapable of doing deals. We only get the ones that nobody else wants. Barca and Bayern and all these teams, they didn't come in for Donny. Barca wanted him at one point and pulled out. Magic Gamer. How's it going, Magic Gamer? Where is he? Where's Magic Gamer? Sorry, I've lost your comment, Magic Gamer. Let me see if I can find it again. No, I can't. Oh, there you are. Yeah, we need to get players out. We've got 4 goalkeepers on big money. Then we could get Jadon Sancho. Yeah, I don't understand why we've got 4 goalkeepers. It's absolutely mad. Romero needs to go, really. Just on that topic, actually, I've got this here, which is quite interesting. By the way, you know what women are like. I don't want to offend any of the lovely ladies in here, you know, the Beckys of this world and the Debbies of this world and the Kellys of this world, etc., etc., etc. But Sergio Romero's missus ain't too happy, my friends. She's not too happy. Somebody shared this post to me. It's Matt Rush, actually. Matt Rush shared this post to me from Sergio Romero's missus. And she posted on her Insta just saying, Sergio Romero worked hard for his club. Last trophy they won, they lifted it with him. He helped the team reach 4 finals, semi-finals, and then he's left on the bench only to lose them all. It is time for them to return the opportunity and let him go. Respect for once. So she's not too happy. She's not too happy. She's throwing a patty right now. Oh my days. But anyway, look. It's not really good for Sergio Romero. He does actually deserve better, like on that point. He does actually deserve better because she's right. He did do quite a lot for this club. He was never an issue for us. He's been the best backup goalkeeper I've seen in my lifetime. So he's been fantastic for Manchester United. He does deserve a lot more respect, in all honesty. Like, we should let him do what he wants to do, really. Gungshi says the best signing we could make would be Everett or someone similar as director of football. I totally agree. Even just like a little committee. Like, other clubs have multiple directors of football. Why don't we just have, like, a trio, you know, like the Holy Trinity? Call it the new Holy Trinity or something like that. Like Best, Law, and, of course, Charlton. So, you know, but not that. You couldn't have that now, obviously. But I'm saying, like, you could have Edwin, you could have Patrice, and you could have, I don't know, you know, somebody else. Gary Neville or some shit. I don't know, but you could just have like a little pool of people who definitely have the best interests of United at hand, and they don't even, they don't even necessarily have the ability to make a decision on their own. Like, there's 3 people or 4 or 5 people, so you can have like a majority vote, and those 3 people have to decide all the different aspects of the club, and the majority wins. It's simple, really. Simple. That's what we should have. And we should just have an allocation of money to these guys every single year for what it's actually spent on. Whether it's spent on commercialisation, whether it's spent on facilities and players and youth recruitment and tours and whatever it's spent on. That is what it should be. It should be like that. So I agree with you that the best signing we could make would be a director of football, 100%. Griffo Chaz comments, Amad Traore announced for January by the club. A whopping 24 minutes of football to judge from. Couldn't write this. Couldn't write this word. Oh, the S word. Okay, right. So, yeah, it is quite interesting. He did score against Udinese in a 7-1 drubbing of them, but they obviously smashed them up. And like you said, I don't know if 24 minutes, okay, so he only came on as a sub and did that then. So, look, we don't know a lot of this player. If you look at clips, he looks brilliant. If you look at his youth stats in the youth league over there, up to the age of 17, he's actually brilliant, but it doesn't really mean that much. It's about how they can translate and go over and be, quality for the team in the senior level. And I think that's a very weird signing, that one, Griffo. I agree with you. It's a very strange signing. He might turn out to be amazing, but it's a lot of money to spend for somebody who's not coming until January right now, when you could get a centre-back and put that money towards that. Weird signing, that one. Weird. Stinks, that signing, doesn't it? I mean, it's kind of a good signing if he's good, but very strange. Yeah, Gugada Bongada says, is Cavani confirmed? Absolutely, Cavani's confirmed, my friend. Cavani is a Manchester United player. We're just waiting for the official confirmation from the football club, which will come any moment now, before 11 p.m. But all the reports are that Edinson Cavani is a new Manchester United player. This is what Fabrizio has reported. It's been reported by Simon Stone, by it's basically, you know, everybody's reporting that it's a done deal. So it's all arranged, it's all agreed, it's all signed, it's just not, it's sealed, it's just not delivered at the moment. That's the situation. And also the other big done deal of the evening is Chris Smalling to Roma. Manu Forever says, Pig, what centre-back would you like to sign? I mean, in all honesty with you, Manu Forever, I would stick with Upamecano. I know we were talking about Koulibaly earlier, and that is a good signing because he's experienced, he's 29. That might be the best short-term signing, actually. But what I like about Koulibaly is he's good now, and he could be great in the future, and that could be another position in the team that's sorted for the next 10 years. Like, same with the Sancho situation. If you sign Sancho at right wing, he has got the ability and the quality to be your right winger in that position for the next 10 years. So that's the sort of player you want. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's got the ability to be that defensive right back for you for the next 10 years. I love signings like that because they show ambition. Whereas Koulibaly, that also shows ambition because he's a big name player that can come in and do the business now. I'd be well happy if they announced that we've signed Koulibaly before the end of the window, but I'd be even more happy if they announced that we signed Upamecano. Just because I'd be even more happy still if they'd announced we signed both of them. Gunshi says, or Skriniar. Yes, Skriniar's a good option as well. That's the thing. That was that big link with Skriniar to Tottenham. I'll tell you what I'm going to do now quickly, actually, lads and lasses, because... and I will get back into your comment section very, very soon. But the latest Manchester United news we'll keep you up to date with as it breaks and stuff like that. But I'm just going to have a little look at the latest information for couple of other bits of news too, for other clubs, because it's just interesting to see what else is going on, because I haven't had a look for a while. So, just in regards to Sancho, Sancho's a huge issue for Manchester United. This is from James Robson. He says he always felt Dortmund would buckle and were adamant they wouldn't pay £108 million. Backups identified: Coman, Bale, Dembele, Sarr and more, but major reluctance to do permanent deals or any deals, while hope remained over Sancho. So it doesn't look good at all for the Jadon Sancho deal to me. Also, Thomas Partey, this was reported at 5 p.m. There might even be more information on it. In regards to Thomas Partey signing for Arsenal, it looks like it's going to be done. It looks like Arsenal are getting Thomas Partey. I'm really pissed off about that one, to be honest. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you are actually jealous of the Thomas Partey signing. Just goes to show you how shite this club's run. That's the player we really should have got in this window. You know, if you're really trying to make strides, a good defensive midfielder, 26 years old, really quality, will be getting better. That's the signing you make. And then we're going to let them go to that Europa League fodder, Arsenal. Arsenal are beating us out to Thomas Partey. Makes no sense at all. He has a release clause. Look, Arsenal are set to trigger the release clause for €50 million. €50 million, and we just spent €30 million on Amad Traore, an 18-year-old winger who's not coming until January. Use your fucking heads, lads. I mean, I don't want to try and get pissed off for this show, guys, but the more I think of this window, the more it fucking winds me up. Thomas Partey for €50 million, and we're getting Amad Traore for 30 mil. I really don't get it. I just don't understand that one bit. It makes no sense to me why we wouldn't even consider Thomas Partey. Like, he's obviously a very talented player. He would be a good player for our squad. And now he's going to Arsenal. And I find that wrong. I find that wrong that we've missed out on that deal. Especially when it's only 20 mil more than Amad Traore, who we've got 18 coming in Jan. What the hell, man? Yeah, that's right, Jack and Brad Gaming says, Potato Boy at it again. Spot on, Potato Boy's at it again. He's doing his potato chip bloody jobby on us, isn't he? He is. He's doing a right job on us this window. Because, look, yeah, like you say, BlackRock Rugby says Amad Traore confirmed. Amad Traore has been confirmed to sign in January. Yes, we spent €30 million on him. And yet Arsenal are about to spend €50 million on Thomas Partey, 26-year-old ready-made central defensive mid to come in and do the job for us right now. Never mind your Paul Pogbas of this world who are just not up to the standard. What about Thomas Partey, who definitely is? Like, he is definitely a really great player. We watched enough of Atletico Madrid on this channel, I think, we watched a few games of Atletico Madrid this year, and bloody hell. You know, he's definitely a good player. So we had a nightmare not even trying to get him, and he's going to Arsenal. You have to question his ambition, though. You have to question his ambition going from there to Arsenal. What's that all about? He obviously really believes in what Arteta and Arsenal are trying to do. But there you go. I mean, there you go. People say, oh, you know, you can't sign a player like that if you're a smaller club. And Arsenal, I'm sorry to say this, Arsenal fans, they're not a City or Liverpool or one of these bigger clubs right now. United are not right up there either at this moment in time. But it just goes to show you that you still can. You still can sign these great players, and that is an absolute 10 out of 10 signing for Arsenal, in my opinion. If they get Thomas Partey for 50 million euros, that is a 10 out of 10 signing for me, because you can't really get a better player for the money. You can't get a better player at the right age for the money. That's what United have done. We've had an absolute nightmare. John said people said the same people about Pepe. What's he done since? Yeah, I mean, I think Pepe's shite. You're right. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You made a good point there. It depends how they come in to the Premier League and what impact they actually have. It's all well and good having this big reputation and this quality record in a different league, but Paul Pogba proves that it doesn't always work out for every single player coming into the league. But I do think Thomas Partey is a class player. He will be a success. But, you know, Pogba's a fine example. He came from Juventus. If you look at how he was tearing up Serie A, that's what convinced us to pay the £89 million and bring him back to the club after letting him go, was his performances in Serie A. But he's never been able to repeat those performances in the Premier League for United. Never. So say what you want about Paul Pogba being one of the world's best players on his day, but you know. Darren Story says, I'm going to need a big bag of something to get over all this. Help me, pig. I can't help you, I'm afraid, on that one, dude, but good luck with your findings. Stefan comments, United fans jealous of Silent Stan and his wig at Arsenal. Oh my God, that's bad. That is bad, mate. I have to be honest, it's terrible. It's got that bad. It's got that bad where Arsenal are outmanoeuvring us in the transfer window for a player. And look, we have signed other players. We are still in the process of signing other players, but let's be real now. Let's be fucking real now. Arsenal are in the Europa League. They finished... No, are they even in the... Yeah, I can't remember now. Yeah, they are, because they... Yeah, they are. But they're 8th, aren't they? Because they won the FA Cup. They're 8th. Fucking hell. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? They finished 8th, and they're going to get a player like Thomas Partey, who is a top-class player. Why? Because they're prepared to spend the 50 million euros? I don't really understand why we haven't gone in there. King Kamal Ahmed says, my Arsenal bigger than Manchester United. Well, that's definitely not true, is it? I mean, we finished 3rd, and Arsenal finished 8th. Arsenal haven't won the league since bloody 2004. United haven't won it since 2013. So, you know, Man United have won the Champions League 3 times, or the European Cup 3 times in our history. You've never won it. So it doesn't, there's not even comparable. Arsenal is a small club compared to United. That's why I'm pissed off that they've got Thomas Partey. Like, it's the equivalent of, I don't know, let's say, it's kind of like Messi signing for Birmingham City or something like that. It's a similar equivalent to that, you know what I mean? Taz comments, Pogba played with 2 defensive midfielders, played as a free role player. This is why he will never repeat the same kind of performances. Interesting point, Taz. I don't like him defensively in a 2-man midfield either. I like him in front of it. But when we've seen him there previously, he's not exactly shone. The only time I remember him doing it consistently there was after Mourinho left and just when Oli came in. And I don't really know why that was. He just seemed to play so fantastically well. Gungshi says, the only good thing for us with the league is we've got a game in hand. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, we are still playing catch-up because we started a week later, yeah. Crap Football Opinion says, when Pepe was worth more than Henry. Hey, how's it going? High Times United. Comment, Sancho joined yet? No, mate, and I'm not sure if he's going to be joining either. Like, we're holding our breath on that one. Don't hold your breath, actually, I mean. Don't hold your breath on that one. Abhinav Ketapar says, imagine Mengi and Twanzebe at centre-back. Future centre-back parent, #secured. Dude, I'm not even being funny. I would rather struggle with that for a season, or potentially not struggle, potentially actually do better with Mengi and Twanzebe. I don't see how they could do much worse than what we've got at the moment, Lindelof and Maguire and these melts. So as crazy as it sounds, I mean, Twanzebe's 22, 23, he's not exactly young. Mengi's 18, but if you're good enough, you're old enough. So hopefully he'd be good enough. The only way to find out if he'd be good enough would be to actually play him. So to me, that's an option. It's a legitimate option. I wouldn't rule that out at all. Greenwood's good enough. Greenwood is a good enough player right now, and he's only 18. So it's possible. It's possible. The only thing is with a centre-back, it's one of those real physical positions where you just don't get that physicality until you're a bit older than 18, you know, when you're fully developed as a person. But still, though, He seems very, very good for me. We've got over 400 of you legends tuning in right now. Thank you very much for joining us on the Deadline Day live show. Smash that like button if you have not done so already. That'll give us a boost. And get involved in the comment section. We'll read a bunch of your comments out. And we will cover all the latest breaking news as well. So keep yourself peeled to the channel, just like Eddie Woody Woodward, who's peeling his potato skin off right now. Breaking news. Celtic have announced the signing of AC Milan's Diego Laxalt. Okay then, let's have a look at all the done deals then. Where's the done deal list? This is what I want. So all the done deals, here we go. I just want to have a look at all the summer transfer done deals here so far. So Alex Telles, Porto to Manchester United, £15.4 million altogether. Ben Godfrey, Norwich to Everton, 20 million. So they've just got him today as well. So Everton spending a bit more money, you know. Carlo Ancelotti has signed Ben Godfrey from Norwich to Everton. Let's click on that and see what that's about. A few other bits of information. Rodrigo Vilca to Newcastle. All a bunch of lower team getting their business done here. Yeah, not that much. You know what I mean? That's not very much. It's really not that much. Yeah, no, this is not very much at all. Look at that. That's all the done deals in the Premier League right now. Alex Telles, today, on the 5th of October, which is deadline day, Alex Telles, Ben Godfrey, Rodrigo Vilca. That's from Deportivo Municipal to Newcastle. Undisclosed. 3 signings. That just goes to show you how slack set up and gash-tastic Manchester United are. Now, there will be more signings, of course. There will be more signings, but just think about that. Why are we the team that's doing all of our business last day of the season? We haven't planned this window out well at all. And if we had planned it, it's piss poor execution, my friends. We've executed it even worse than we planned it, which is bad. So those are the only done deals at the moment. It's Alex Telles, Ben Godfrey, and Rodrigo Vilca. Now, of course, in a minute, Manchester United are going to officially announce Cavani, so that will be a done deal as well. But it just goes to show you 50% of the deals on deadline day for Premier League clubs are players coming in. Oh, Manchester United's responsibility. I mean, that is ridiculous, isn't it? That is ridiculous that we are the team that just scratches around and waits right until the end to get our business and our work done. Disgusting. Matt Rush comments, transfer update pig. Thank you very much, Matt Rush. Let me go and check out this new latest breaking news from our transfer guru, Mr. Matthew Rushmeister. Official and confirm, Amad Traore Diallo to Manchester United next January. 40 million euros plus add-ons included. That's an answer. Here we go, confirmed. You fucking what, mate? You fucking what, mate? You fuck what? Official and confirmed. Traore. So we knew this earlier that Amad Traore is coming in January. 40 million euros it is now. 40 million. What is this deal? What is this deal? What's this deal? This deal stinks, guys. I'm not even being funny. This deal actually legitimately seems wrong, like dodgy, is what I'm saying. 40 million euros for an 18-year-old no bastard's ever heard of, who's played 27 minutes in Serie A. Who's not even coming until January. So we've actually spunked 40 million euros worth of money on a player who's not even coming until in January, guys. And when we could have spent that money on, like Arsenal have done, an extra 10 million euros on the release clause for Thomas Partey, an actual quality player coming in now. Or put it towards Upamecano, spent an extra 20 million and signed him for 60 million euros. This is infuriating, guys. How can we spend 40 million euros on an 18-year-old coming in January who no bastard's ever heard of, guys? How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense at all? Thank you very much for the breaking news there, Matt Rush. So that's all just been broken right now, 9:32 p.m. Tweeted by Fabrizio Romano, official and confirmed, Amad Traore Diallo to Manchester United. Next January, 40 million euros, that includes the add-ons to Atalanta. That's disgusting, guys. How the fuck have we done that? 40 million quid. That's half of Slabby Maguire. Half of Slabby Maguire for an 18-year-old unknown. Now, do you remember when Martial came in? I actually was like, I don't really know anything about this guy. It's a lot of money was spent on him. Maybe this will be another case like that. Maybe he'll be absolutely class and they know something we don't know. But it seems like a complete waste of money when you could spend that 40 million now for a player not coming in January, but coming now, who could play at centre-back. What sort of a centre-back could you get for 40 mil? Of course, attacking players are worth more than centre-backs. So centre-backs, you could get Koulibaly for 70 million. That's only a bit more than that, really. You could get Pau Torres for not a lot more than that. You could get Upamecano for not a lot more than that. You could get Tarkowski for that. So what the fuck are Manchester United doing, spending £40 million on Amad Traore, some 18-year-old kid who's coming in January and can't even help us until then? And even when he does come in, he'll still be developing and probably won't really be in and around the first team that much. This is a disgrace, man. I mean, look, I've never been so pissed off about Manchester United signing players as I have done today. The Cavani deal is just a commercial deal hiring a mercenary to sell bloody shirts in South America. This deal, I don't even know what this deal is. This deal absolutely stinks. I don't even know what this deal. Do we owe Atalanta something? Do we owe Atalanta something? Does Eddie Potato Head owe Atalanta a personal debt or something? What the fuck's this all about? I have no bloody clue what this can be. What this can mean. Why would you do that in January? Why would you do it in January? Gungshi says, why in January? What the fuck happened to Sancho? No centre-back CDM? George Best 7 says, absolute jokers. Nolly Flip says, Smalling should have kept centre-back for us. Yeah, I mean, that would have been better than what we've got at the moment. Abanaf Carter Paul says, clip for yourself 5 years later when he's ripping up EPL. Well, there you go. That's it. That's what I mean. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. But it still doesn't make any sense, though. Still doesn't make any sense. That's a gamble. Plus, I can understand it maybe if he's really that good to get him in now, but we can't even get him in now because of work permit issues, so he has to come in January. I think that's it, Gunchi. That's the reason why it's January. But even so, like, you just don't buy him until January then. Why announce it now on deadline day if he can't come until January anyway? It makes no sense. Why are we announcing that we're spending 40 million euros on a player who can't come until January? Why not just do the deal in January, guys? This is our club for you. This is our club. This is mental. This is mental. Yeah, that's right, Lee Henry. You're right. He says he can't come until January because of work permit. But even so, this is mental. Just sign him in January then. Unbelievable. LA Brit says, Amad Traore is the real deal, worth 40 million. I hear you, LA Brit, but what are you basing this on, man? Are you basing it on his youth league career? Because, you know, I remember us hearing a story about Michael Ballack. And Michael Ballack was a great player. But he used to score like 10 goals a game in his youth career and stuff like that. And just destroy teams. It's like, yeah, okay, but he couldn't do that in the top flight, like, to that level. He obviously was still a great player, though. You know, absolutely one of the best German talents of the last 20 years. But I'm just simply saying that you can't really base it on his career up to this point. He's only played like a tiny little bit for Atalanta. So very, very strange. It's a strange one, that. It's a very, very strange one. Hey, look, there's over 500 of you watching. Smash that like button, lads and lasses. And can we get a little bit of hashtag Glazers out, hashtag Woodward out, spam in the live chat real quick. Because that's how I feel right now. I feel like just saying hashtag Woodward out, hashtag Glazers out, because these tits are absolutely a cancer at this football club, which they are completely infecting throughout, unfortunately. It's really, really bad window, this one. We're getting the wrong players. We're getting them at the wrong time as well. We're not even getting some of them until January. It's just a terrible, terrible window. Martin Ellison says, yes, Pig, I bought Cavani on FM20 and he smashed it. Well, that's a good signing on FM20, I suppose, mate, you know, but it's not the worst signing in reality, but it just doesn't really make much sense to me when we could have got somebody for the future. Ronan Brady, thank you, Ronan, for the super chat. He comments, hi to you and Mrs. Cake. Are you both better? Get some cake from me, mate. Dude, Ronan Brady, stick a piece of cake emoji in the live chat there for Ronan Brady, because that's a very, very nice super chat. Thank you, Ronan. Yes, we're on the mend. As you can tell, my voice is pretty mashed up. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment and just generally a little bit ill. She's not too great either, so we're both a bit under the weather. But we're on the mend. We're on the mend, Ronan Brady. Thank you very, very much for asking, and that cake will come in handy when we've got our taste buds back, my good friend. Thank you very much. Hashtag Woodward out, Glazers out. Hashtag Woodward out, Glazers out. Yes, that's a good one, Ryan, as well. Spam the green and gold. 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 Thank you, guys. I love asking you these sorts of questions and stuff, guys. It's class. Anyway, thank you guys for getting in here tonight for the show. That's the latest breaking news for United. I will keep you up to date as and when stuff breaks. Like I say, that's just been confirmed about Traore signing in January for 40 million. Absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How is that back in Solskjaer? You might be financially... It seems like they are actually setting Solskjaer up to fail. They're signing players and spending money, but they're not signing the right players or spending the right money. They are setting him up to fail here. By the way, also Arsenal, bit more Arsenal news in regards to Matteo Guendouzi. He's actually left, and Thomas Partey's joining. So Matteo Guendouzi has actually joined. Who does he leave? Is it Hoffenheim? No, sorry, Hertha. I think it's Hertha Berlin. But either way, Guendouzi has now gone. He's actually gone, so there's no more Matteo Guendouzi at Arsenal. Not that that really affects us in any way, but I just wanted to let you know the biggest stories of the deadline so far. Tottenham are in talks with Rodon. Leeds United are set to sign Rafinha, by the way. Crikey! So it was being reported earlier, of course, that Rafinha was maybe surplus to requirements, and it looks like they're going to sign Rafinha. Hang on, is this Barcelona Rafinha or a different one? Give me a moment. Oh no, this is a different one. This is Rennes winger Rafinha. I was going to say, like, what the hell? Anyway, I was going to say, no, that's a different one. That's a different Rafinha. Saints closing in on Walcott as well. Latest news, Everton may be selling Walcott to Southampton. Quite interesting. Obviously came through there, didn't he? 20 million, Godfrey signed. So let's have a look at that news real quickly. Ben Godfrey, Everton complete 20 million signing of defender from Norwich. Godfrey is the fifth major sum is signing at Everton following the arrival of James Rodriguez, Allen, Doucouré and Nkunku. So Everton had a really good window, you know. We'll probably rate most people's windows at the end, or maybe in a video tomorrow, actually. I might just do that tomorrow, just to have like a rating Man United's transfer window, and everybody else's windows videos will be coming tomorrow, so keep a lookout for that. That's been done then, Ben Godfrey. What else? And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. There are a couple of other bits and bobs. Snodgrass, Celtic loan, you know. Arsenal trigger party clause. Telles joins Cavani medical. So Cavani's going to be announced very, very, very soon. It's all pretty much done and dusted as it's been reported. So there we go, lads and lasses. That is all the latest news at the moment. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes of the window to go. So we will soon find out what happens in this window, won't we? We will soon find out if we get Sancho last moment of the window. We'll find out if we get a centre-back randomly, magically. We're hoping so. Fingers crossed. Put those fingers crossed emojis in the live chat, guys. Kayam says, hashtag Ollie in. Yes, Kayam. Zaid Khan says, so these players are being signed. Hang on a sec. Signed without Ollie being involved. Listen, my opinion is, somebody like Cavani is not on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's list at all this summer. That's my opinion. Solskjaer would give his list of players that he's highlighted and that he would like to sign based on the style and everything that he wants to play. And then it's the recruitment team's job to assess it also, but also to go and carry out those wishes as well. So it's not just down to one person. It's basically a committee these days at United. All the the coaching staff, the recruitment team, everybody will assess all different aspects of the signing. That's why it's wrong, because they're not just looking at a player based on playing credentials, which is what they should be. They all look at the player based on commercialization, based on cost, and all this sort of stuff. Which, yes, that's important. It absolutely is, but it should be secondary to how much they're going to improve your football team. So that's what goes on at United. I think that is very unlikely an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer signing. Now, will he have gone, yes, do I want him? Will they have asked him, look, Cavani's available on a free, we can sign him. Do you want him? And he's gone, yeah. Yeah, that's probably what happened. You know why he's gone, yeah? Because we haven't got Sancho. Because we haven't got anybody else. He needs players. So Cavani's better than nobody, definitely. In fact, he's a good player. So it is actually a decent signing, but I don't know if Solskjaer would have known too much about it. I can't imagine Solskjaer at the start of the windows going, hey, Cavani's my number one target, Eddie. Please go and get Cavani. If that was the case, they wouldn't have waited till right at the end of the window. Zach E, thank you for the super chat as well, Zach E. Really appreciate that, man. He says, hey, we need to pig as football director. How is your CV? My CV is a bit ropey, not going to lie, my friend. Not going to lie. But you can always beef it up with a lot of lies, can't you? Look at Ed Woodward. He's obviously a joker. He's obviously not really equipped for his job. He's a financial banker. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just make a fake one. Say that I went to like Eton or some shit like that. And then say also that I'm a financial banker or investment banker with a background at, Goldman Sachs or some bollocks like that. Who knows? And then maybe I'll probably get a job in their football recruitment department. That might work. Maybe actually Zaki. So to be fair, just a little tip for anybody who's applying for jobs in the future, unless it's a proper official job. I have never once ever been asked ever to prove my GCSEs. Just so you know. Like, I don't think people really give a shit. If you go into a job interview and you write down, I've got 10 A stars, I don't think they're going to say, hey, next time you come in, just before you start, can you bring your certificates in? Because we want to make sure you got 10 A stars. So if I were you guys, I'd just freaking write down whatever. That's Pig's tip of the day. That's a proper Woodward tip as well, isn't it? It's a proper Woodward tip. Aaron Homeyard getting that green and gold in there. Yes, Aaron. Paul Lucas comments, we need a centre-back, CDM and right winger to fill the holes, and we get none of those. Paul Lucas, totally right. Those are the 3 players we should have got. Imagine if we'd have finished this window, though. Imagine if we hadn't even got Tellers. Forget Tellers, forget Cavani. Imagine if we hadn't got those. What if we just got Upamecano, Partey, and Sancho? Or even Upamecano, Partey, and another right winger, such as Coman or Neres or Wilfried Zaha or Memphis Depay or somebody. Just one of those guys, which we could have done with that budget. Imagine that. Hey, thank you very, very much for that, dude. Really appreciate it. Zach E for that super chat as well. And also we've got another one here from Ronan Brady. Thank you very much again, Ronan Brady. He sent in and said, are you still Ollie in? Enjoy the cake. Thank you, Ronan. It's very, very kind of you, my friend. Yes, I definitely am, man. How can you say that he doesn't deserve to be manager now? He's not actually been backed by the board, in my opinion, at all to the level that he should have been. Like, he should have been given that centre-back in this window regardless. He should have been given Sancho. We've known for months that Sancho was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's number 1 target, number 1 priority. That was Jadon Sancho. You know why we know that? Because he was the first real big player that we had negotiations with at the start of the window for. So we've actually already tried to get Sancho in this window with Dortmund. So we know he's our number 1 priority. We just haven't been able to get the player for our manager. Now, okay, maybe move on to the next target then, but we've played this weird cat and mouse game all summer long where we didn't move on to our next target until just recently. So it's piss poor, Ronan Brady, mate, but thank you very much. I'm still definitely Ollie in, guys. Still definitely Ollie in. Ryan Burberson says, smash a like and subscribe. Thank you so much, Ryan Burberspin9, you absolute legend. Yes, if you are tuning in right now, please do hit that like button on the vid. And if you're new to the show, smash that subscribe button, everybody. Get in there. We're over 31,000 subscribers now, so great to have you all aboard the bacon train. Woo, woo. Next stop, Depressionville, because of this shit window. Jonathan Lemon Wrestling says, Glazers out, Woodward out, Glazers out, Woodward out. Absolutely, Jonathan Lemon Show. I agree with you, man. They're just pure scum. Moham Media says, United are just desperate to sign anyone without a plan. Certainly seems that way. They don't seem to have a clear plan at all with what's going on right now in this window. No clear plan, no direction, executing poorly right at the end. We're literally, like I said, we're just doing our homework just before we've got to hand it into the teacher at the desk during registration. That is what we are doing. Stephen Zevon comments, United are 3 good players up, not a bad window. Well, we rated the window earlier. Most people said it was probably about a 4 or a 5 out of 10. So that's not a terrible window. That's not like a Marouane Fellaini window. But it's also not a very good window either because we've not addressed the issues that we had. We didn't get our number 1 target. And we also didn't get the centre-back position sorted out, which should have been addressed as our number 1 target. But it actually wasn't our number 1 target for some reason. Kerwin Nixon says, put Greenwood back on the youth club. They may be more talented than the big club. All these expensive future signings. Well, yeah, in a few years' time, they might be absolutely pucker. We'll see. Shout out that United family. How's it going? Brayson Starvey says, Manchester is blue and will be for a long time. That's PS, isn't it? Manchester City, you know, they're finishing higher than us. They're the better team of the last 5 years, but crikey, they'd have to win it for the next 30 years to even get anywhere near Manchester United or even anywhere near Manchester being blue. So you can think that in your deluded head if you so wish. But we all know that's not true. We all know that Manchester United's won 13 Premier League titles. We've won the Champions League 3 times. How many times has City won the Champions League? Oh yeah, but Manchester's blue, is it? What a load of tosh. What a load of tosh. Anyway, Brandon C comments, still a shite window like. I think it's not a great window either, unless we do a little bit more business before the end of the window now. Magic Gamer comments, we all need to go on a protest, Pig. That's a great idea, it really is. I mean, unfortunately, with what's going on in the world at the moment, it's not the safest thing to do, I don't think. But definitely, I agree. When football is back, or when all this is over, there needs to be a proper fan protest. You know, I definitely will come up to Manchester for that. If there's a mass protest, because it's absolutely ridiculous to expect the fans to put up with this bullshit ownership and leadership of this club and not strengthening and not being prepared to compete and be that ambitious to challenge for the title. We're just ambitious to challenge for top four, that's it. We're not ambitious to challenge for the title. The Project with a super chat. Thank you very much to The Project for getting in here with your thoughts and opinions. Comments. Could you give a birthday shout out to my friend James Goody? He thinks the window has been cash. James Goody, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, James Goody. Happy birthday to you. Nobody's ever going to get that back again, by the way. I realised halfway through that was a bad idea. But anyway, thank you so much, James Goody, and you as well for getting in there, The Project, mate. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Matt Rush says, transfer update, Pig. Get your birthday cake emojis in the live chat. Thank you, Jonathan Gallagher and Ryan Burberspin. Stick the birthday cake in there for James Goody's birthday there and The Project. Nice one. Okay then, yeah, let's have a little look then. Thank you, Matty the Rushmeister, legend of a man he keeps me up to date with all the latest transfer goings on here. Let's have a look then. He comments, okay, fantastic. Confirmed, oh my God, no, what an absolute disaster. Oh my God, no, man. No! Edinson Cavani will wear the number 7 shirt. It is confirmed. It is confirmed. It is confirmed, this man. Are you taking the absolute ultimate piss? So what does that mean? Sancho's done, isn't it? Sancho's not coming. Definitely not. Sancho is over, my friends. Sancho is over. If that means Cavani's wearing the number 7 shirt, Sancho is over, my friends. We sort of knew that anyway. But Sancho is over, my friends. He's over. That isn't going to happen. Are you telling me? So you're telling me our shite board, instead of getting somebody who can do it for the next 12 to 13 to 15 years for the club and actually pay for themselves at about the rate of 10 million euros a year over that time, while still selling probably more shirts than that over that period of time, we can't get that. We can't pay the money for that player. Why? So we can give that 7 shirt to Edinson Cavani, some washed up mercenary has-been, who probably is still pretty good, but he's not Jadon Sancho. He's not going to develop into Jadon Sancho. He's going to be gone in 2 seasons' time. It's a short-sighted, blind signing, this one. Short-sighted, blind signing. Edinson Cavani wearing that number 7 shirt means that Jadon Sancho pretty much is not coming. No Jadon Sancho, no Partey in my eyes. And I'm not even saying about Thomas Partey. I mean, no Thomas Partey. I mean, no Jadon, no Partey. That's it for me. If you don't get Jadon Sancho in this window, it's a shocker of a window. Unless they get a centre-back. That's the only shining light that we can have come the end of the window. I will forgive the board for not getting Jadon Sancho and getting Cavani instead. I will forgive them if they sign a centre-back, a top-quality centre-back. If we get that Pau Torres, or we get that Upamecano, or we get that Koulibaly, if they spend the money elsewhere, if they've reassessed, if they've decided after the recent shit games that we've had, that, you know what, getting Jadon Sancho is not going to actually help the problems in our team, because the problems in our team are conceding goals at the back. Maybe, and they've reassessed and said, you know what, we're going to take that money that we were going to spend on Sancho. We're still going to go after Sancho in a year's time when he's ready to leave Dortmund for a much lower price. But right now, we're going to take that money and spend it on a centre-back. Then I can understand it. Then I could agree with it. Then I could get behind it and say, you know what, fair enough. We signed up on Upamecano. We signed Koulibaly. I understand. But I do not understand why they would give the number 7 shirt to the Cavani and not get Jadon Sancho if we're not going to get that centre-back either. So we'll see what happens. They've got just over an hour to pull something out of their arse. But I don't think they're going to pull anything out of their arse other than a bloody Klingon. Do us a favour if you're watching, smash that like button and get those angry face emojis in the live chat there, because I agree with that. We should be angry with this one. This is a disgrace. Just like Mark Voot's got those angry faces in there, and Jonathan Gallagher and Jordan Griswold. Get those angry face emojis in the live chat and start spamming hashtag Glazers out, hashtag Woodward out, because it's actually ridiculous. Asan says, Pig, new sign, we have to talk here. Centre-back Willie Cambuala, youngster. Yeah, we have got 16-year-old player Willy Campana's come in. It's not going to help us now, dude. He's not going to help us for now. He's 16 years old. He's not going to help us for now. That's a signing for the future. I'm not getting excited about signing a little Willy. I'm not getting excited about signing a little Willy, my friends. I cannot get excited about that. We need to get somebody who's ready-made right now, could do the business for us right now. Not some bullshit, absolute whack-ass 16-year-old signing that is just planning for the future in 10 years' time. I don't want to be planning for the future in 10 years' time. We need to be doing the business now. Honey Badger says, #fuck Woodward. Clam J comments with a super chat. Thank you, Clam J. Says, absolutely leaky old clam juice. If we don't get a beefy centre-back in the next hour, then Ed should be dragged through the streets and flogged. I totally agree with you, my friend. It should be like that Game of Thrones scenes where she's dragged through the city naked and everyone's going, shame, 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 shame. That's what we should be doing with that wet lettuce. We should be stripping him, dragging through the streets of bloody Manchester, chucking wet lettuces at him. That's what should be happening, my friends. Rotting vegetables, my friends. Because that is actually ridiculous that we've given the number 7 to Cavani and we've not gone for Sancho. We've bottled it. We've bottled it, man. We've bottled the Sancho deal. We've bottled it. I'm going to change the title of this video, my friends. I'm going to change the title of this video because this is bullshit. Cavani signs for Man United. And number 7 and gets, whatever, signs for Man United. And Sancho, no deal. Because it doesn't look like it's happening at the moment, does it? Bloody hell. I'm really disappointed with that. Look, there's no deal at the moment. For Sancho. If that stops, then I will obviously update it. But that is a bloody joke. Liam Hardy says, fuck this club. Seriously, I'm done. I hear you, man. It is one of the most frustrating windows I can remember for sure. It's quite despicable, really. Daz Sweet says that 7 is officially dead, that number 7. Why would you give it to a 33, nearly 34-year-old player anyway? What is that all about? I mean, look, I understand that we can go for This is what it's about. This is all it's about. Jadon Sancho's still a target for United. He's definitely still a target. It's just like the Bruno Fernandes situation. Rather than fully prepare and get the player in early to actually help us for the season, they're not backing the manager. No, they don't actually give a shit about the manager. They don't give a toss about the manager. They just care about the underlying costs of these players. And if the manager fails, then they'll get a new manager in. That's as simple as they don't give a shit. So Solskjaer's really got his back up against the wall this season. He's really got to pull a rabbit out of the hat. He's really got to do something with this absolutely bang average shit team. Dude, Joel Morris. Wow, thank you very much for the 1999 super chat there, my friend. Thank you. He says, Glazers out. We need the fans to stop buying merch and attending games when we are allowed back. And we need to stop our subscriptions to MUTV. It will show that we have had enough and we'll lose the Glazers' money. Dude, thank you for reminding me, my friend. Shit, I need to cancel that. I had cancelled it, but actually I bought the month for the Aston Villa game, didn't I? So I need to cancel that. Thank you, Joel. You just reminded me. I'm definitely cancelling that. But anyway, thank you very much for that, Joel. And that's just so you know, that is the only Glazer money that I've given for a very, very long time. But it's just because I wanted to watch the Aston Villa game pre-season. That's the only bloody reason. So that's it. And that's what I mean. You shouldn't do stuff like that if you actually seriously want to protest. But as fans of the football club, we want to support the team. It's counterproductive, isn't it? You want to get that shirt. You want that money to go to the right places. You want that money to be spent accordingly and spent on parts of the team and areas of the team that would improve the team. You don't want that money going to debts and going to sucking it out of the club and to those grandchildren of the Glazers. That's what you don't want. Disco Dave, thank you so much for that super chat there, by the way, matey. Really appreciate that. Joel Morris, mate, thank you for getting in here so regularly recently and having your say. Mr. Morris, everyone, stick a cheers beards emoji in the live chat for Joel Morris because that is unbelievable, my friends. Disco Dave with a super chat here as well. Thank you. Says, first signing of this window should have been a director of football. Absolutely, Disco Dave. You fancy the job? Paul Lucas says, why sign a free agent in the transfer window? Well, it's not bad signing. I see what you're saying. They had to get him before because of the Champions League registration. So I think Champions League registration has to be submitted by tomorrow or something like that. So that's why. Jarvis Cocker says, they let us all down. Let's boycott the brand. Won't wear a United shirt until the Glazers are gone. Wear a pre-Glazers United shirt, folks. Look, wear a pre-Glazers United shirt. Somebody said to me the other day, why are you wearing post-Glazers United shirts? And to be fair, it's a 2009 United shirt. I haven't bought a United shirt for years. But they're right. If you actually want to protest, don't even buy their new merch. Don't even wear any of their merch that's post Glazer. You support United, of course you do, but you don't support the Glazers. The pre-op carrot comes. United won't be in the Champions League next season. Sancho won't come. Yeah, well, you might be right there, dude. You might be right there. Bloody hell, this is an absolute calamity. Ryan Burbus been 9 says 1 hour left. Absolutely. Thomas Buller says hashtag love United. Hashtag Glazers out. Let's get that going again, lads and lasses. Hashtag Glazers out. Hashtag Woodward out. I agree with you, Thomas Buller. Spot on, my friend. Danny Martinez says Ollie out. Bring in Poch. Totally disagree with you, mate. It will just be the same thing with Poch anyway. He'll just get sacked up in a couple of years anyway. He's never won anything. He's not any better qualified to build a dynasty at United than Ollie is. Ollie got us third last season. There's no way Poch would have got us third last season. I don't care what anybody says. With that squad and that investment, if he had the same squad and investment as Ollie, he wouldn't have got us third last season. Third is like winning the league for Manchester United last season with the squad we had. I'm not even joking. Actually was. CB says, I'm finished with Man United, but I enjoy laughing at your Harry Maguire and Paul Pogba run. I can't stop laughing. Dude, thank you, CB. I appreciate that. High Times United, how's it going? He says, dude, what is the best way to donate to this channel so the money goes in the pig's pocket? Oh, thank you, High Times United. Well, there is a link in the PayPal, actually. But, you know, super chats are welcome as well, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, YouTube do take a bit of that, but PayPal description is in the description. PayPal links in the description, I think. But you don't have to, guys, you know. I just appreciate everyone who watches this video. It's pretty nutty that people do send donations and stuff like that, but thank you. But yeah, anyway, Snap Film War comments, Glazers, hashtag Glazers killed United, Chevrolet dead, Glazers out, Woodward out. Ellie, what's going on with you, Ellie? She says, hey, Gungshi, how you feeling? Ellie, I hope you're feeling good too. CCR says, no more signings. Batman Night Fan says they messed up big time. Yes, they bloody did, Batman Night Fan. Well, we've got an hour left to see what happens. We've got an hour left to see what happens, my friends. An hour. Griffo Chaz comments, anyone saying Cavani is good because he was free? Alexis Sanchez was a free. Great point, man. And he says, and I am excited as a statue outside Old Trafford as we speak of Sanchez, so I can deface it and bring it to the floor. Bloody hell, Griffo Chaz. Feeling a bit violent tonight, eh? Crikey. He says, and I am erecting a statue outside Old Trafford as we speak of Sanchez, so I can deface it and bring it to the floor. Dude, good luck with that. Good luck with that, man. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. High Times, thank you very much, High Times United. He says 482 watching. Please smash a like. Yeah, please do smash that thumbs up button on it if you haven't done so. We'll see you out until like 11 p.m, guys. Or actually, it'll be a good while after that because it takes a little moment to. I'm going to have to get a drink. I'm running out. I need a cup of tea, man. My kettle's boiled, so I'm going to run off in a few minutes, just for a few minutes. I'm not going to end the stream. I'm just going to literally go off for a few minutes, get a cup of tea, because I'm starting to paste up already with the tea. I've got this water here, but for some reason, it's not as lubricating of the throat as a hot cup of tea. You know what I mean? I've got a bit of a sore throat at the moment, a bit ill. And the water almost dries out my throat, whereas the hot cup of tea, maybe it's the milk, I don't know, but it just lines my throat a little bit. It's good. So I need to get another one of those because I've got a sore throat. Anyway, Neil Shear, what's going on, Neil Shear? Let's read your comment out. Comments, missing seeing Pogo doing bits in the final third, not skinning pointlessly in our own half, losing the ball. We want him higher up the pitch, linking up with Fernandes. Hey, I agree with you. I mean, I guess you could change the formation and go for some sort of conventional 4-3-3 and try and accommodate everyone. But look, the facts are the facts. Pogba is never been that consistent for United. I do agree, though, his best position CAM, but then Bruno's best position CAM. So unless you're going to radically change your formation and not play a 4-2-3-1, then I do have to think that, well, you know what? It's not really going to work out for Paul Pogba there. Even he's not going to keep Bruno out the side in a CAM position, is he? I don't think. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Jake says getting Cavani. Jake's happy with the Cavani deal. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here, actually. I'm just going to change my thumbnail real quick of this video because obviously Cavani signs is kind of old news now, guys. So I'm just going to change it to this one here. That's what I was working on before. That's what Wet Lettuce was having me go about, and I had to update some of the tags with some of the player names and stuff. So that's why I was a few minutes late. Thank you very much, Matt Rush. He says, subscribe to the channel. Absolutely, yeah. Get involved with the channel. Hit the sub button. Jonathan Lemon Wrestling Show says, we need a centre-back ASAP. Totally agree with you. RJ Recreedy, yeah, I agree, Jonathan, because That's the problem area. If we get one of those before the window, a good one, we will all understand not getting Sancho. The Sancho deal's not good value. I don't care what anyone says. He's only got 2 years left on his contract. In a year's time, you could probably get him for 80 million. In 18 months' time, you could get him for 40 million. In 2 years' time, you get him for free. So in that sense, he's not good value. In that sense, he's not good value at all. He's really a £90 million player that they're asking 120 million for, even in this current climate. So it's not good value. I do understand that, but the only reason I would accept it, not getting him and showing the lack of ambition for the future and the short-mindedness to get Cavani instead, the only way I could possibly accept that is if they signed a worldie of a centre-back right now. Then I could accept it. Shout out to Precious Victor, who's just subscribed to the show as well. Get in there. Funky Family says, nice cup of tea. Oh, I love a nice cup of tea. Won't you have a wee cup of tea, father? Oh, go on. Go on. Have a wee cup of tea, father. Would you like a nice cup of tea? Have a wee slice of cake, father. So I am going to go get a cup of tea. I'll just be like 5 minutes or so, guys. I won't be long. But I do need to get a cup of tea because my throat is starting to melt. Hey, Sarvulon's in the gaff. How's it going, Sarr? Comments, Ted Lasso will be our new manager in January, pig. Ted Lasso. Hey, thank you for getting in here, Sarr. How are you doing? One of the legendary channel members. Gungshi says, pig, you need another potato to abuse. I do, mate. I need to get Matt Judge in here, don't I? Amici Kelvin says, Dembele should be brought in. No Sancho deal. Good shout, my friend. Okay, then. Right, I'm just going to put on some mood music for you, and then I will hold on a second. Here we go. And then I will go make a cup of tea. So yeah, you just chill, talk amongst yourselves. I definitely won't be too long at all. So just hang on. Yeah, nice one. Let me put some tunes on for you lads and lasses. Philip Chapman, Matthew Wikicic, Nathan Woodward, Brandon C, Gaz G. I'm not going for a Tommy Tank, mate. Skippy. I do love Father Ted, mate. Father Ted's great. Would you feck off? Primot, Matthew Wichovich, Shetty, Wayne, Rajon, Daz Sweets, Ellie, Disco Dave, Batman Night Fan, Jonathan Lemon, Wrestling Show, Gungshi. Can I just say it's a pleasure to have you all on board the Bacon Train these days. I must say there's a lot of you. Really appreciate every single one of you guys that gets in here. Gaz G, Maharit, World Agreema, Ellie, legends of the Falls. Absolute legends of the Falls, my friends. Okay then, here we go then. Let's just put this on for you guys. And I will be back in a minute. This'll do. Something like this. I don't know. Something like this. This'll do. Okay, back in a minute, lads and lasses. Don't go anywhere. Okay, back in a sec, guys. Boomchenko, I'm back, lads and lasses. Thank you very much for waiting while I made a cup of tea there. I've got my cuppa here. Thank you very much. I can lubricate the old throat hole again now. Right, okay then, lads and lasses. Let's get into it. Let's get back into it. Thank you very much for everybody that was waiting here. I hope you enjoyed that little bit of music there. And shout out to you all for stopping. There's still over 400 of you, legends. So if you're just getting in here, smash that like button and get involved with the rest of the stream, folks. Yeah, cool. Can relax now. Thank you, Sarvulon. Thank you very much for that. Snap Film Walk, Sports Fan 74, Nice Gone Texas, great music. George Best liking this tune. Hang on, this is old. These are old comments. I better give this a refresh. The live chat's not caught up. But anywho, thank you very much for all being here tonight with me on the transfer deadline special. We've got a bunch of stuff which we'll just get into now that has even happened since I just made my cup of tea, guys. So we'll get into all the breaking news and what's going on. Thank you very much, Manu Forever. Thank you, Ellie. Nice Contact, shout out. That's White Bat Audio. That is just some free, copyright-free YouTube channel. Check it out. Very good. Synth music. I like a bit of synth music, don't you? Anyway, Gumsy says 335 likes. That's bloody awesome, lads and lasses. Smash that like. Thank you very, very much. Ibrahim Muftu. Ain Evans says, is it true Cavani will be our number 7? Yes, it is true that Cavani will be our number 7. So it doesn't look like Jadon Sancho's coming. Let me just check the latest news here from Mr. Matty the Rushmeister, see if there's any more latest happenings that's gone on, that's just happened since I made my tea. Here we go. So there is a little bit more information here, and it's from Samuel Luckhurst 9 minutes ago. He says, with Tellez and Cavani and excluding Diallo, as he's coming in January, which is Amad Traore, the MUFC squad stands at 31 players. That underlines what a failure this window has been on the outgoings front, as well as the incomings. Absolutely spot on. We've only got rid of a couple of players this window. Who've we sold this window? Alexis Sanchez. Who else? Diallo's gone out, hasn't he? Pereira's gone out, and Chris Smalling. So 4 players, I think. I think we got rid of 4 players in this window. Pretty damn awful, really, when you consider all the dead wood that we did actually have around at the club. We've still got Rojo at this stage. We've still got Phil Jones. We've still got Jesse Lingard. We still got Lindelof. You know, it depends who you class as dead wood. But we still got a heck of a lot of dead wood floating around, and it's definitely not good to see. LA, but by the way, this chat is absolutely popping off tonight. It's popping off tonight. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think United are going to sign another player this evening. Let's see. Cavani is already done. We're just waiting for that official club announcement, which is coming any moment, but it is understood to be completely wrapped up and done. And also, of course, Tellez. There's talks of Pellistri being done as well. That's expected that we've paid £10 million release clause for Facundo Pellistri from Penarol in Uruguay. We've also signed up Amad Traore, who's coming in January for what's being reported as a €40 million amount, which is ridiculous, my friends. Lots of 2s coming in the live chat here. People don't think we're signing any more players yet. I mean, I'm not that hopeful. I'm not going to lie. I'm not that hopeful. Let's look at the options of who could potentially still be coming. So, we signed Cavani. We signed Tellez. What about Sarr? Ismaila Sarr. We had a little cheeky bid for him earlier on today, which was rejected. 25 million as an option to buy, and a season-long loan is the offers that is the terms that we offered. They rejected that. Maybe we could go back and get a permanent deal done, or a season-long loan with an option to buy, with a bigger option to buy, or a bigger fee up front for Ismaila Sarr at Watford. Why are we even getting players on loan from the Championship? Is that what's happened with Manchester United now? Can you believe how sick in the head that statement sounds? Getting players on loan from Championship sides. Is that what we're really trying to do, rather than just buy these players outright and permanent deals? Goes to show you how shit we are run as a football club now. We're actually on about getting players on loan from a Championship club. But there's still that deal that could happen tonight. There's still a Dembele possibility. I mean, look, things have come out in the last sort of hour in regards to Dembele. Some of it a little bit conflicting, but some people are saying that deal is completely dead now. Dembele doesn't want any part of it. Other people reporting that Dembele and United agreed personal terms. It's just United not being able to reach the agreement with Barca in terms of the season-long loan. Perhaps if we paid them bigger fee up front, they might be up for a season-long loan with an option to buy, just to get him off the books, because Memphis Depay is hoping to come in the opposite direction. So that's what the news is at this particular moment in time in regards to the right winger position. We've basically been looking at Dembele. We've been looking at Ismaila Sarr. I don't think that there's anybody else that we're linked to other than Jadon Sancho, which doesn't appear like it is going to happen right now. Probably in January, or maybe even next summer. First Class Gamer, hey, how you doing, First Class Gamer? What's cracking? By the way, check out First Class Gamer's YouTube channel. He's got a gaming channel there. Needs some more subs, so check out First Class Gamer. There it is. You can find him on YouTube. Seaborn, gracias, thank you, gracias, gracias, hombre. No, gracias, senor. He says, Pig, buy Manchester United on loan for a season. Dude, that's it. We are the loan club at the moment, it seems like. Maybe I could do that. But no, it does seem like we've fallen, doesn't it? We're getting loan players from the Championship is what we're trying to do now. Bloody hell. Yeah, Mark Vu says, Seaborn, LOL. LA Brit says Dembele picked his nose and his head fell off and rolled away. Rumoured sale for £15 million. Well, look, if there is a permanent deal to be done for Dembele, for Ousmane Dembele from Barca to United, for the right price, then I say we do it. If it's like 40 or 50 million euros, it's not that much of a gamble. It's still not as good as going to get Sancho. It's a cash-tastic signing, really, because it's a Plan B Poundland signing. That's all it is. It's not a good signing for United, this one, so... Very, very disappointing. Batman Knight fan says loan Chester United. Alan T says desperados. Absolutely, you are a bit desperado at the moment. Chris Miller says Pete Cavani was kept on the bench by an ageing Ibra. Fair point. I mean, to be fair, though, actually Cavani is PSG's all-time top goal scorer, considering Ibra was there for a good while, considering Neymar's been there. You know, he's obviously a great goal scorer. Kayam says Lukaku. What about Lukaku? Big D says, yes, Pig, we got Tellers and Cavani plus Traore in January along with Bruno and Van der Beek. We will probably win the league now. Dude, do you really think Traore's that good? I mean, look, maybe I'll eat my words on that one, but he's 18 and he's barely played any football. So I do am a little bit sceptical about that one. I mean, I remember Adnan Januzaj meant to be the next bloody big thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little bit sceptical about this 18-year-old who I've not really heard too much about, and the fact that we paid 40 million euros for him to come in January, that really boggles my mind. I don't understand that at all. Why the hell have we paid 40 million pounds for somebody who's coming in January? He's an 18-year-old winger who doesn't really help us out, even then when he does come, unless he is, like I say, the new Ronaldo or something like that, which I'm hoping that he is. He obviously must be if they're paying 40 million euros for him. They must know something we don't know. But the fact that he costs that amount of money and he's really not that, not that well known at all, it doesn't fill me with much confidence. I just think, what are our board doing? We could have spent that £40 million a lot better, I think, at this stage, when we do have the centre-back issues that we got. I think it is the Deadwood situation at the club that's holding things up here. It's like we can't get another centre-back in because we've got too many. We've got seven. We've got Mengi, Twantibi. We've got Rojo. We've got Jones. We've got Lindelof. We've got Maguire. And we've also got somebody else who I've forgotten who's gone out my head now, but we have. So we've got a lot of different centre-backs that we can potentially play there, and none of them are any good enough, really, and they're all on huge money. So it's crazy. I mean, I do favour going with Twantibi now. I think Twantibi's got to have a chance in the side. And even Ted and Mengi to a degree as well, even a bit of Mengi action. I have Simon Plummer, thank you. I have calmed down a good bit, matey. But still, not that calm. Tonk Nash says, get me a centre-back, 100%. Dan Tay says, not as bad as the Fellaini window, but very poor. I agree, it's not as bad as that. That was a 1 out of 10 window or a 2 out of 10 window. This is a 4 or a 5 out of 10 window so far, but that's all it is. It's not a 10 out of 10 window. If you think about Chelsea's window is a 10 out of 10 window. Our window's nowhere near that. Bobby Love says, haha, how's it going, Bobby Love? Zek says, announce fuck you. It's announce fuck you. Okay, so Facundo Pellistri. In regards to Facundo Pellistri, look, I think we talked about that a bit earlier, that it's been announced that Facundo Pellistri had been done and that the 5-year contract had been agreed with him in the club, and that it was going to be 10 million euros to Penarol as a release clause. So, I mean, look. Here we go. Official confirmation from Manchester United, I think, for Edinson Cavani is coming out very, very soon anyway. I don't know. I think that's what we're getting. We're just getting the wind that they're just about to release the Edinson Cavani information on social media. So Edinson Cavani is going to be joining Manchester United. Edinson signs. Give that a rating out of 10 in the live chat, everyone. 10 being the best, obviously. How do you rate the signing of Edinson Cavani? Bearing in mind it's a free transfer and he's a good player. You got to give it a decent rating, even though it might not be for the right reasons we've got him. I still think it's a 7 out of 10 sign. I'm going to say it right now. 7 out of 10. Free transfer right now. We're struggling for players. He's a good experienced player who could get goals. I think he's a 7 out of 10. even though he's bit older. Matt Rush thinks it's a 1. He's disgusted with it. Yeah, actually, you have to lower it down a bit to the fact because he's actually getting the number 7. He's replacing Sancho. Matt Rush is going to be disgusted with this one, by the way. Matty Rushmeister was convinced we were going to get Sancho, so he is going to be absolutely heartbroken that we haven't. He really wanted Jadon Sancho, as did a lot of people. Myself included, because he's an absolutely class player. So we have missed out on a gem there, unfortunately. Mike Peters comments, Cavani wasn't as good as Ibrahimovic and still they didn't get Ibra, the 7 shirt. Give Ibra the 7 shirt. I want the club to do well, but they clearly learn nothing. It's just about selling shirts. Absolutely, Mike Peters. The fact that they've given Cavani the 7 shirt just goes to show you the lack of ambition we've got at this club. And you're right, they do just want to sell shirts. They do just want to open up that South American market and sell shirts. Ledge on Cake. What's going on, Ledge on Cake? Michael Collins says, I give the signing a 7, but since we have him the 7 shirt, he gets a 6. Yeah, that's it, Michael Collins. Same with me. I feel exactly the same. Maybe even a 5 because we're giving him the 7 shirt. You're so right, Michael Collins. That makes such the difference. Like, if he was on top of Sancho and Upper Meccano in a window, we'd go Cavani. What an addition. What a great signing. If it's on top of those other players, but it's not. It's instead of. It's actually instead of Sancho, this deal. So, very, very big lack of ambition shown by the board. LA Brit. Hey, Ellie, thank you so much. See you in 10, legend. LA Brit says, I agree that Twanzebe and Mengi couldn't be worse than Slabby and Dwindloff. Yeah, I don't see how they could be worse, even though one of them was 18 and the other one's not really played that much. I don't see how they could be any worse than that pile of gash that we call Slabby Maguire and Victor Dwindloff. I really just don't see how they could be any worse. Simon Bennett, what's going on, Simon? He says, Cavani wearing the 7 is an absolute disgrace. You earn that shirt. Cantona, Beckham, Robbo, Best earned the right to wear that shirt. Absolute farce. Admittedly unsurprising, at least it wasn't Suarez. Simon Bennett, you have just brought up the point of the stream, I reckon, mate. I think I'm just going to pin your comment for a little bit there, my friend, because I personally think you are spot on there, dude. Look, it's an absolute disgrace that he's wearing the 7 that David Beckham wore, that Georgie Best wore, that Cantona wore. You know, you're so right. We just got Cavani, a mercenary, coming in, who's only coming to Manchester United because of the money. And we're giving him the 7 shirt. What? Because it's more marketable than giving him the bloody 69 dude shirt or whatever? Do you know what I mean? Which is the shirt he should be getting, really, because he's absolutely contributed nothing to this United side yet at all. And if he will ever is another big question, really, my friend. So Edinson Cavani, to me, is just a mercenary. And to give him that number 7, that iconic number 7 shirt, it's just spitting on the reputation of Manchester United and absolutely vomiting on the legacy that was left by those epic set of players that have all come in and worn that shirt. So he's going to have to live up. He's got a lot to live up to if he's going to justify that from this club this season. I'm talking he's got to do big things. And you know what really worries me about the Edinson Cavani situation is that because he's been given the 7 and not, you know, and he's not been given a squad shirt like a 33 or something like that. That indicates to me that he's really is going to be a part of the plans. I mean, you don't necessarily pay a player £200,000 a week just to be a backup. So that worries me because, like I have gone on about quite a bit now, like if you think about Greenwood, the chances that Greenwood's going to get, if you think about Martial, the chances that Martial's going to get, well, if he's realistically going to be included in the squad and playing regularly, then he's just simply going to hinder everybody in that regard. He's going to hinder the development of everybody. And what for? Just to plug the hole for a season or 2, if he can even do that still. So it's just a lack of ambition. It's a lack of future planning from this board and Manchester United here. And trust me, Ole Gunnar's not happy about this. We've been reporting all summer long that Ole wanted Sancho as his number 1 target, and the board have let him down big time here. Big time, big time, big time. But what I will say is, it takes a little bit of the pressure off Ole Gunnar Solskjaer this season, because if he did get Sancho, it still does not really address the problems that we've got at the back. Doesn't address those problems. We're still just as likely to have those nightmares at the back and lose games as we were without Cavani, in my opinion. So it takes the pressure off Ole a little bit, because everybody can see he's not been backed properly. Yes, we got Telles. Yes, we got Cavani on a free. Yes, we got Donny van der Beek, but he's not been backed properly in the key areas that we needed or to get the targets that we wanted. So everybody can see that. So surely we can't really blame Ole if this team does have a bit of a stinker for a while, you know? So it buys him a little bit more time, I think. It buys him a little bit more time. But let's hope that he just does get this team performing and bossing it. But yeah, spot on comment there, Simon Bennett, lad. Martin Ellison says, yes, Pig. Sorry, 2-6. Yes, Pig, Tellez is a steal. Cavani will be a good signing. Let's be positive. 7 is his number. Yeah, he's been given the number 7. I mean, I like I say, I'd be positive to have him around the club if we'd done other business, but we haven't. He's our replacement for Sancho. Come on, guys. It's a piss-poor, second-rate replacement for Sancho. Sancho's one of the best young players in the world. Potentially, this generation, this next generation's Ronaldo or something like that. Maybe not. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous comparison to make, but if you actually look at the stats with him compared to Ronaldo, I mean, I don't know Ronaldo's stats between 17 and 20, but I can almost guarantee you that Jadon Sancho's got more impressive stats in terms of assists and goals at the top level. So that goes to show you the sort of player you're looking at here. He's a generational talent, and if we're going to get a generational talent, you've got to pay for it, and we've missed out on it. We've missed out on a generational talent at 20 years of age. Well, I mean, look, there's 25 minutes of the window left. We could be surprised. But at this moment, it looks like we've missed out on a generational talent who's 20 years of age to get an over-the-hill mercenary for a season or two. I'm disgusted by it. I'm disgusted by it. Hello, High Times. He says, hello, moderators and everyone. Harry's in the house. Not Slabby Maguire, though. Nice one, Harry. Clan J with a super chat. Comments 30 minutes for that plank to pull his finger out in his gash and get out of his gash and get us a centre back. Smash a fire emoji in the chat for Pig appreciation. Cheers for keeping us sane. Clan J, you top lad. Thank you so much for the support and all the positivity and the vibes there, my friend. You bloody legend. Shout out Clammy. Stick a fire emoji in the live chat for Clammy too. Thank you so much for that, Clan J. Long-time subscriber, long-time legend. Much appreciated. Let's just give Sky Sports done deals page a refresh and just see if there's been any more done deals so far in the Premier League with any other football clubs. There is only 25 minutes left of the window. And like I said, there's Manchester United's deadline day transfers account for 75% of the incomings into the Premier League on the final day of the season. I've just seen Premier League, there's been 4 confirmed signings so far, 4 from Premier League teams' incomings, that is. There's been outgoings, but incomings confirmed right now. Looks like Arsenal are signing Partey, and a couple of other deals will be confirmed very, very soon. But actually, Manchester United are responsible for 75%. Actually, I'm lying. Actually, I'm lying. It's just updated, and it's not 75%, but it's still a lot. Edinson Cavani, Alex Tellez, and Amad Traore Diallo, right? Why is everyone stopping calling him Traore now? Is it because there's like 8 Traores who are better than him? Is that why? So now we're calling it Amad Diallo. So fair enough. Anyway, Amad Traore Diallo is coming to Manchester United for 40 million euros. In January, though, but that has just been announced as a done deal on Sky Sports there as well. Alex Tellez from Porto to Manchester United for £15.4 million. Bargain, good signing there, great stuff. Well happy with that one. Edinson Cavani, Man United on a free. Okay, so Cavani, Tellez and Amad Diallo. There's only 3 other signings from Premier League, so we actually contribute 50% of all the business done on deadline day, which sums up Manchester United and how we do business. Everyone else has got their business done early. Yeah, there will be some more signings now. It's deadline day, definitely. Between now and 11, and even after 11 when stuff's announced, there will be more signings. But I'm just making a point. At this point, we've just waited till the last moment of the window to get all the business done. So it's pathetic, really. Pathetic window. Piss poor planning, piss poor preparation, piss poor performance. And that's what's happened with our window. That's why we're panic buying last moments of the window now. Ah, man. Thank you, Tonk Nash, Matty Rush, Paul Lucas, Adafitz, everyone for getting in here with those fire emojis. Paul van der Beek, George Best, Disco Dave, Legend Cake, Amy Evans, Gungshi, Ollie In, Lemonhead, Mark 4080, Sarvulon, Matt Rush, Talk MU, Shastad, Paul Lucas. But everyone, guys, thank you so much for getting in here, peeps. Appreciate you getting in here tonight. Smash that like button on the video if you haven't done so already. And get involved in the comment section with this brilliant community. We've got about 22 minutes left of the window, everyone. I will keep you up to date with all the latest happenings and what's going on as it breaks. I'm constantly checking this information. We have our transfer guru, Mr. Matty the Rushmeister, who's going to keep me up to date with absolutely every bit of information that's going on. So, thank you to Mr. Matt Rushmeister for all of his awesomeness. Arfan Riaz says, Pig, I told you yesterday Pellistri is going to sign. He is currently having his medical. This is transfer window has left Ollie holding a floppy dildo in a gunfight. I'm worried for him. Oh my God. That's not the ideal tool you want in a gunfight, is it? No, definitely not. But thank you, Arfan Riaz, for that. I agree, mate. I mean, I think that that's going to happen because, you know, it's a Manchester United signing right now. Just get somebody who looks good and is young and, you know, we're planning for the future here. There's nothing wrong with signing Pellistri. That's a good signing. But it's not enough. It's not enough when we need a centre-back. Lemonhead says, Pig, do we have an extra window till next Friday, a domestic window? No, I don't think so, mate. Do we? No, I don't think so. I think this is just the Premier League deadline day. I mean, you have a bit. You can sign free agents, and I think maybe loan players after that, possibly. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure this is it. This is it. Once this closes, that's it. You can't sign any more players until January then. Debbie Elder, how you doing? Debbie says, we are a laughing stock. I mean, I can't deny that. It's pretty damn gashtastic, actually, what's happened this summer. This is really quite embarrassing. Very, very poor. By the way, I'm just going to stick this in here for people because I see a couple of people have been asking about it. So I'm just going to put this on the channel for anybody that wants it. But it's just the channel membership link is all because I know some iPhone people are not keen on or can't do it. So there you go. Thank you very much for everybody asked to be a channel member, by the way. And we've hit over 100 channel members. So massive shout out to all the people that support this show and help me do this as a living. Thank you very, very much for the belief and all that good stuff. Appreciate it, you legends. Callum comments, are people forgetting that Owen had the number 7? The legacy of that shirt was lost years ago. A very interesting point you've made there, Callum. Yeah, it's a very interesting point you made there. When you give it to a Scouser, you know, then that does undermine that shirt as well. So you made a good point there, Callum. I see what you said. I'd completely forgotten that Owen wore the number 7 shirt, to be honest with you. All I remember about Owen's signing is that it was a good free transfer signing, and he scored a couple of really great goals for us, like that one against City, and also a few against, was it Wolfsburg in the Champions League? Like he was a class player, weren't he, Owen? But we just got him when he was already screwed. G Wolf United says, Pig, we got a region transfer window that finishes on the 16th of this month. You what? So you're telling me we can still buy players domestically? That is mental. High Times United says, can anyone confirm FIFA streams tonight? I can't even confirm it right now, actually, because I don't know what's going to happen in the next 20 minutes. If there's some nutty stuff that happens, like if Man United signs Sancho, then I'm probably not going to be able to do a FIFA stream, but I might do a FIFA stream. If it's not tonight, though, guys, if you're expecting a FIFA stream, if it's not tonight, then it'll be tomorrow night and every night after that. So don't you worry about that. Plus, we're going to do probably a daytime stream as well sometimes. Career mode, just because, you know, there's going to be, when the transfer shows, obviously we'll cover the transfer stuff when it happens, but there's not going to be nowhere near as much transfer information, of course, until January now, or near January, so that's good. Magic Gamer says, we are foot. Edward Reed says, Sarr will come, don't worry. Well, even if Sarr does come, I still worry, my friend. Sarr's pretty bang average. I mean, he's good. I think he'd be better at United than he was at Watford. We looked at his stats, and I think he has like 29 appearances or something like that in the Premier League for Watford last year. I think he got something like 6 goals and 6 assists, which isn't too bad at all, especially for a club that got relegated. It goes to show you that even though the club is weak, he still individually performed to a good standard. And if you put him in a good team with good players around him, then who knows, he could double those stats if he was given the games. So he's got potential. And what I like about him is he's only 22. He's a Senegalese international, so he's played a lot of games. I think he's played like 25, 30 games or something for Senegal already on an international stage. That's invaluable experience. And also the Premier League experience. He's a good player. I rate Sarr. I do. But I just don't think he's a Sancho alternative or anything like that. I think it's a... Sorry, lads and lasses. I think the stream just melted there for a second. Are we back on? Are we back on? Can you hear me, guys? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you're still here and you can hear me. Because I'm pretty sure the stream just died there for a second, but it does say it's reconnected. So I'm not too sure what happened there, folks. Thank you so much, Ashley Jenkins, Jim Joe Bobley, Batman Night Fan, Aaron Homeyard, Magic Gamer, Dubin Panyako, Debbie Elder, Seaborn Gracias, Chris Karafinski, After 30 Years, Jonathan Gallagher, MBG, Starbug UK, Joseph Bisco, Alan T, Ginger Bobley, High Tide United, Phil William. Too quick. You guys are spamming out that live chat too quick for me, guys. It's awesome. Thank you very much. Christopher McKinnon, how you doing? Yes. Savu Lon, Ricardo Miller, First Class Gamer says Jesse Lingard equals no audio. Kingdom Khan Captain says, yup, loud and clear, mate. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Sorry, it ducked out for a second there. Not sure what's going on. Anyway, let me just refresh this and see if there's any more information that's coming. Thank you very much to everyone who's watching again. So, no, that's the latest. Tellers and Cavani, and excluding Diallo, as he's coming in January, the MUFC squad stands at 31 players. So far, everything that's officially done for Manchester United. We're still waiting on Pellistri. We're still potentially waiting on maybe somebody like Sarr, or very unlikely Dembele, or even more unlikely Sancho, or even more unlikely Upamecano. But we are still waiting on, hopefully, another player coming in before the end of the window. I think that we could do it. I think we could get one more player. I said 2 earlier, and that's just bullshit, isn't it? It's definitely not going to be 2. It'll probably be 1 if we do get 1 at all, and that'll probably be Sarr. Griffo Chaz! Dude! Griffo Chaz, he says, I wish it could be more, but just a super chat on behalf of the BB to say thank you all for your hard work over the last few weeks. Matt Rush as well, top fella. You put smiles on faces in dark times. Dude! Griffo Chaz! You are somewhat of an absolute legend, my friend. Like, that's very, very kind. That warms the old cockles. Warms the old cockles. Thank you very much, Griffo Chaz, for that, man. That's too kind of you. It's my pleasure, dude, making these videos, and I love this community. It's a wicked community of people, and I just love that people come and watch these videos and interact with me, I don't really have much of a social life outside of YouTube, so I love this shit. I love it. I love talking to all you guys. Colin Tachiri, Griffo, Victory. Apart from my missus, of course. Obviously, me and my missus hang out a bit. But obviously, I guess it's because of the COVID. That's mainly why I don't have a social life, to be honest. I did used to have somewhat of a social life. I used to play golf and stuff like that occasionally with mates. I haven't done anything like that for ages. It's shit, isn't it? But anywho, that's how it is. Kingdom Khan Captain says no Pellistri. So that's not 100% confirmed yet. It's not done deal confirmed, but we're understanding he's having this, medical has been done, I think, and also they're just sort of wrapping up the deal with contracts. It will be announced very, very soon. It'll be announced very, very soon here. Check this out, by the way. Matt Rush just sent me this very, very interesting information. Manchester United net spend since 2013-14. So we were talking about this earlier, and the pattern of Manchester United spending, and the fact that they spent double every season when they're in the Europa League or don't have Champions League football, compared to the seasons where they have Champions League football where they spend half. Now look at this so far. So far, this is what Manchester United have spent. Ready? 2013-14, we spent 67.8 million. The next season, Van Gaal's first season, we spent 131 million. The season after that, 48.5 million. The next season, Mourinho's first season, we spent 124 million. The next season, 97 million. Jose's last season, 46.9 million. And then we got Solskjaer in. His first season, we spent 120 million. Now we spent 35 million so far in this window. I mean, can you notice the pattern there? It's literally like, if you actually follow that pattern, then Solskjaer's getting sacked soon, and they're going to get a new manager and spend and invest in him. So it's pretty disgusting, really, what they're doing at this club, the Glazers and the owners. Get behind Ollie. Get behind Ollie. They might be just setting him up to fail here. I don't even know what the bloody hell they're doing, but it seems like they haven't backed him at all well in this window. Not at all well. By the way, new breaking news as well. Thomas Partey is no longer an Atletico Madrid player, report Marca. So Marca have just broken the fact that Thomas Partey is officially an Arsenal player. That's what they're saying anyway. It's not done deal official as far as I'm concerned when it's Marca, but they have announced that it's done. Very interesting, which it looks like it's done. Obviously, he's flying to London, getting that deal done. What a signing that is for Arsenal. That one really pisses me off, Yeah, Tonk Nash says, where is my centre-back? I'm still expecting something to come through the pipeline, folks. Let me update this Sky Sports page here and just see that all the latest done deals as well, see if anything else has come in since then. But yeah, well, look, we've just spent... This is pretty ridiculous. We've reached an agreement with Atalanta for winger Amad Diallo, a.k.a. Amad Traore, and we will pay 40 million euros for him. It includes add-ons. There's 30 million up front and 10 million in add-ons. He's 18. He was set to join Parma on loan for the season, but it collapsed. The deal was subject to Diallo passing a medical and agreed in personal terms and being granted a work permit. Why was he going on loan to Parma from Atalanta? That makes no sense. Atalanta are a good team. So if they're a Champions League team, so if he was any good, wouldn't he be Wouldn't they want him for the season as opposed to letting him go on loan to a rival in the league, Parma? That seems very strange to me. And now we've just spent 40 million on him. Bloody hell, I hope this guy is literally the next Mbappe or something, because otherwise it really doesn't make much sense for United to spend that and wait until January to get him in. He's not even coming in now, folks. He's not even coming in now. Also, we're linked to sign a winger. For the last 11 minutes of the window, that's all we got left. We're linked to sign a winger, and after that, we won't be linked to any bloody wingers again until January. So we're linked to Sarr, we're also linked to Dembele. Those are the ones that we know of at this moment in time. Okay, then, I want one name from all you legends in the live chat here. I want one name from you guys. Who would you like to see come in now in this window? Don't say Jadon Sancho because it's not going to happen. Anybody else, though? Smash that name in the live chat now. What name player would you like to see Manchester United sign right now? If you could only sign one more player, who would it be? Batman Night Fan, you might be right, says they're going to get Poch. It's a matter of time. It would be disgusting. Martin Ellison says Cavani. You can't say Cavani. We've already got Cavani. Ronaldo says Alan T. Yeah, that would be the one, wouldn't it? Chris Morning In says Mangashu. Tonk Nash says Koulibaly. Simon Bennett says Bobby Charlton. Yes. Adama Traore says Jonathan Gallagher. Koulibaly says Tonk Nash. Dembele says Jake. Roden and Sarr says Ashley Jenkins. Badia Shield said Edward Reed. Upper Meccano says G Wolf. JJ Powell says Upper Meccano. Martin Ellison says Cavani. Pele. Who said Pele? Wait a sec. Somebody said Pele. It's just gone down my thing, but somebody said Pele. Talk MU. Koulibaly says Tonk Nash. Upper Meccano says Griffo Chaz. Squinny R says MBG. Pellistri says LA Brett. Really? Really, LA Brett? Really, LA Brett? Pellistri's the one player that you would like United to sign right now. Fair play. Well, you're going to get your wish then, LA Brett. You're the only one of us that's going to get your wish. Legend Cake says Rashika. Good shout, good shout. Upper Meccano, Scujo 1. Upper Meccano, Ascender. Upper Meccano, Chris Karafinski. Upper Meccano, Kingdom Khan Captain. Zola says Messi. So look, most people either saying Upper Meccano or what's this? Hang on a sec. We've got some information to a Fabrizio Romano tweet. Just give me one moment, lads and lasses. I'll just refresh this. Matt Rush has sent it me. Thank you very much, Matt Rush. He's on the ball. He's on the ball. He's on the ball. That was the shittest song ever, wasn't it? What was it? What was it? It was Campbell to Rio. Rio to Scholesy. Scholesy to Lampard. No. It was something like, anyway, never mind. Scholesy Gerrard. Let's, Fabrizio Romano has tweeted out and said, no Memphis Depay to Barca, no Ousmane Dembele to Man United, no Eric Garcia to Barca. Rafinha from Barca to PSG on a permanent deal, going to be completed in the next few minutes. No Jadon Sancho to Manchester United. Hashtag MFC saving 100 million euros. And today in talks only for loan deals. Pitiful, pitiful work from Manchester United in this window. Disgusting investment. Disgusting lack of investment in this window. Absolutely pitiful lack of investment in this window. I'm disgusted by the movement in this window. 100 million euros, my friends. 100 million euros saved. Why aren't we spending that money on other players then? I get it if there's no value in Jadon Sancho. Think about what 100 million euros could do to other parts of this bloody team. But no, they'll go and spend 40 million on an 18-year-old unknown who's going to join us in Jan. What the hell's the matter with our board? Why haven't they backed Ollie? Why haven't they given him the players that he needs to do the job this season? It doesn't make any sense what they've done this window. We haven't got the centre-back we needed. It's disgusting. This is ridiculous, man. I'm fuming, man. I'm fuming with our board on this. I'm fuming with the board. We're not going to get the winger. Maybe Ismaila Sarr. We've got 8 minutes left for Ismaila Sarr, but I don't see us getting that centre-back. No way. Facundo Pellistri, says Kin SG. That would be very, very cool, yeah. He looks like a good young player. Good young player. It'd be nice to get Facundo in. But, I mean, seriously, is that what we're going for now? We're full-on going for an 18-year-old young'un who's not got no experience other than playing in the Uruguayan League. And I don't want to be disrespectful to the Uruguayan League. The Uruguayan national team is great. Great players they've always produced, whether it's your Diego Forlans, to your Suarez's, as much as you hate to say it, or Cavani. But in all honesty, it's not a league that we all know that much about, to be honest. Montevideo and who else? Montevideo and who else? Do you know what I mean? Like, Penarol is the team we signed it from. Freaking Penarol. Sounds like a lubricant oil or something. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, Edinson Cavani to United, that's done deal. So here's the done deals. Edinson Cavani, Alex Telles to United, Amad Traore to Atlanta, from Atlanta to United, Ben Godfrey, Norwich to Everton, Rodrigo Vilca, Deportivo Municipal to Newcastle, Theo Walcott, Everton to Southampton on loan, Rafinha, Rennes to Leeds, undisclosed, Joachim Anderson, Lyon to Fulham loan. So those are all the done deals so far with incomings in the Premier League. There'll be a lot more announced in 5 minutes, I'd imagine. Jerome Boateng says Mark Voot. Sorry, no, Magic Gamer said that. Mark Voot said, fooked a lot of them. JJ Powell says, should we have bought Memphis Depay back knowing Barca couldn't afford him instead of chasing Dembele? Dude. Yes, JJ Powell. Memphis Depay would have been a much better option. We have some sort of a clause, don't we? It wouldn't have taken a ridiculous amount of money to get Memphis Depay back to Manchester United. And at this stage, we could have done with him. Barca are after him, so he's not that bad of a player. I mean, I haven't watched any of the League One and him over there. I know he's done well over there, though. But it is a Farmers League. But, Barcelona were interested in him. So I just don't understand that in the slightest. I haven't got a clue. Edward Rees says, Ollie's gone by December the 1st with games coming up against Newcastle, PSG, Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton. Can't see many points. Can anyone? I can't see that many points. I mean, look, he got some good scouts last year. This team is a good team still. Even if we don't add any players, it's still a good team of players. But on their day, they can do well against pretty much anyone. We saw that last year because they smashed up Frank Lampard and Pep, and he set them up the correct way against Liverpool in that draw. Not saying that was a good result. I'm just saying, they were a potent side at the time. And we nullified them. So he did show some good tactical abilities last year. But, I do feel pretty bad about it. Gungshi says, PayPal Pigo. Dude, thank you so much. Let me go over and check my email. Appreciate it, Gungshi. You absolute bloody diamond. You diamond amongst men. Oh, Gungshi. You're a dime bar, my friend, in the best possible way. Some people say dime bar is an insult. I don't. I love dime bars. Until one of them broke my tooth. But anyway, I never eat dime bars anymore because of that. But I used to love dime bars. I was such a big fan of dime bars. Anyway, thank you so much, Gongshi, for that. Really appreciate it, my friend. You're an absolute hero. Thank you. Let me just see if I can find your message on here, Gongshi. Appreciate it, mate. Everybody, stick a love heart in there for Mr. Gongshi. Mr. Hugh, our man in Taiwan, because he's a legend. He says, Pig, get yourself a Mrs. P some tasty snacks or confectionery goodies on me. Hopefully it will take away from some of the pain of this goblin-esque transfer deadline day calamity. Dude, thank you so much for that, Gungshi, man. We definitely will. We get all sorts of manner of bad stuff to that to try and eat the pain away, Gungshi. We'll eat the pain away and add to the moob. Yeah? Gungshi, thank you so much for that, my friend. Really appreciate that one. Gungshi, everybody. What a legend amongst legends. That's right. Gungshi. Thank you guys getting those love hearts in there. Nice one. Still over 400 of you watching. Get your thoughts in, guys. This is what this is about. It's an interactive show. So get your thoughts in. I'll read as many comments out as possible. I'll also keep you up to date with the breaking news that does happen for these last few remaining open minutes of this transfer window. Thank you for all the support. Griffo, Chaz, just everybody, actually. Just everybody. Everybody who's in it. Vincent Bullock, Scujo Wan, Jarvis Cocker, BC Ick, Gungshi, Clam J, Batman Night Fan, Magic Gamer, After 30 Years, Scouser stole our title, Liam Hardy, Steve Buckley. Hey, how's it going, Steve Buckley? He says, what's been happening, Pig? Who we got? Okay, then. Fair play. Charles Joseph, thanks for subscribing. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. So then, just to give you the rundown, Edinson Cavani is a Manchester United player. Done deal, signed. Edinson Cavani is a Manchester United player. Also, done deal, Alex Telles is a Manchester United player. Done deal, Alex Telles is a Manchester United player. Done deal, Amad Traore Diallo is a Manchester United player coming in from Atalanta, not until January, for 40 million euros for an unknown 18-year-old. Nice one. That's a done deal. Also, it's looking like Pellistri might be a done deal, but it's not officially announced yet. Also, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We haven't got any more information. We sold Chris Smalling as well to Roma. That's all done. Chris Smalling out the door. £18 million to Roma. Good luck to him. Hope he has a good career out there. Been a good player for us over the years, Chris Smalling. Played a lot of games. But probably the right time to let him go. Actually, it's not really the right time to let him go when you look at our back line and the fact that he's probably a better option than a lot of the shit we've got. By the way, you know what the signing of the deadline day window is? It's not any of the players we've signed. I mean, Tellez is a very good signing. Cavani's actually a pretty good signing, really. If you think you got him on a free, it's actually a pretty good signing. But the signing of the window so far, it's going to have to go down to, if it's announced in a minute, which I'm sure it will be, it looks like it is, Thomas Partey. Arsenal meet the £45 million release clause of Thomas Partey, flew over to London. It's expected that's going to be announced any moment. Arsenal signing Thomas Partey. I think that is the signing of the final day of the window. We could have definitely done with him. I don't know why the bloody hell we can't do that. It makes no sense to me how we're not able to do it. So, yeah, pretty sickening. Oh, yeah, Steve Buckley says, no, Sancho, what a joke. That's not happening at all, mate. No, it's not happening at all. We've given the number 7 shirt to Cavani. We have given the number 7 shirt to Cavani, mate. That's how shit we are. That's how much lack of ambition we've got. We pocketed the €100 million. Instead of going to invest that in other areas of the team, we just spent about 20 million or 10, whatever it cost to bring Cavani in with signing on fees and agent fees. And we just got him in and given him the number 7 shirt because he'll move shirts just like Sancho might move shirts because he's a big name. It's actually sickening. Ewan97, he comments, in my opinion, 40 million for Amad Traore is an absolute ridiculous fee considering he's only 18 and has 3 Serie A appearances under his belt. Hashtag Glazers out. Ian, mate, is it Ian or you? And I always do this, but Ian97, man, I cannot agree with you more. Like, this is literally a disgraceful signing. I'm sorry. Like, he must literally be the next Messi or something. And he's going to have to live up to that, in my opinion. This almost stinks, this deal. Like, I don't want to label any accusations, so I won't. But you know what I'm saying. This almost stinks, this deal. Why the hell would they... You know what United's like in terms of parting with money. They don't like to part with money at all. Yet you're telling me they've just parted with €40 million for an 18-year-old Atalanta winger who's played a few games for them. And other than that, only has a record in the youth league. And they're not even getting him now. They're not even getting him right now. He's not even going to strengthen us for a few months. He's coming in January, guys. He's coming in January. So you're so right, Ian97. It's the most ridiculous signing of the window so far, in my opinion. You know, and we've seen some pretty ridiculous signings, but this signing is the most ridiculous signing of the window because he's not even coming in this window. It's a pointless signing, really. We've had a nightmare with this deal. What the hell have we done? I don't get it. Look, I hope I eat my words in a few years' time where we're talking about him like he's the next Ronaldo, but I'm very, very sceptical. And the transfer window is over, everybody. That's it. It's done. The window is finished. And the deadline day is over. So we have a final count up of the tally. But that's it, folks. Deadline day deal done. Summer transfer window is over. Deadline day is here. And that is it, my friends. That is it. Just to give you a rundown so far of what's actually officially been announced at the moment. Some more information will come out in a bit. But what's been officially announced at the moment is that Edinson Cavani to Man United for free. Alex Tellez to Porto for free. Sorry, not for free, sorry. Alex Tellez to Porto for £15.4 million. Amad Diallo, Atlanta to Man United, £37.2 million. But in January, that's a done deal. Ben Godfrey to Norwich, Norwich to Everton. Rodrigo Vilca, anyway, who gives a shit about all the rest? There's nobody else has done any real business last day of the window. A couple of loans and stuff like that. Nobody's waited around like we have until the last day of the window to do this bullshit, my friends. To do this absolute stinking bullshit. That's what's happened. Callum says, let's hope we get Sarr done by the 16th. Only problem is he won't... hold on a sec. Sorry, I've lost your comment here. Oh, yeah, only problem is he won't be in the Champions League squad. If so, yeah, that's a very good point. So hang on a second. There's still time for something to be announced, isn't there? Matt Rush, how long does it take? Oh, look at that. Party's been announced. There you go, official. Thomas Partey, Atletico Madrid have just tweeted out a few minutes ago that Thomas Partey is now an Arsenal player. Yep, there you go. There you go. Unilaterally terminates the contract with our club. Thomas Partey's clause was met by Arsenal, and Thomas Partey is now an Arsenal player. That's done and dusted. Done and dusted, everyone. Done and dusted. Arsenal signed Partey. That's a great signing for Arsenal. I mean, I hate to say it. I really do. That's who we should have signed. That is who we should have signed. A big club like Manchester United. Are you fucking taking the piss? We should be signing players like that, man. We shouldn't be letting a player like that go to an 8th place team. You know what really bugs me about that deal? It's like, hang on, what about Pellistri, pig? So Pellistri, look, it's not official on the done deals deadline day post. They are going to update it. I reckon there's a couple more, obviously, like Thomas Partey's not on there yet, for instance. So there'll be a couple more that will rush through last minute here, and Pellistri may well be on that list. So we'll see. I'll keep you up to date. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay on here for a little bit and see what filters in, because there will be some more information that filters in these last few minutes of this window. Well, it's obviously finished, but the few minutes after the window, there's going to be some new information. Kin SG says Sergio Romero. No news about Sergio Romero, unfortunately, at this moment in time. That's the thing. We were looking for a move away for Romero. He deserves one, really. But no, he doesn't seem to be getting that move that he needs. Like we did say, though, I think somebody explained to me, because I was unaware, that there's some sort of domestic window which actually is still open until the 16th. So there's still 11 days for players to move between clubs domestically. That's what I understand. Nice one. Thank you very much to you all for stopping here and giving me this information. I can see some people are saying Pellistri done. Thank you, G-Wolf. Let me just have a little look at this and see. Chris Smalling has just tweeted, by the way. He said, I want to read this tweet out from Chris Smalling from 20 minutes ago. He commented, he said, an incredible club that I am proud to have been a part of. 10 years ago, I could have only dreamt of everything we achieved. I wish you all the best, the very best. Whilst I am saddened to leave, I know you will continue to achieve great things. Chris Smalling, mate, thank you for the memories, bro. Do you know what? That almost brought a tear to my eye, actually. I'm not even joking, because I just thought, God, 10 years has passed since Chris Smalling first played for United. It's mental how much time flies. It really is. But Chris Smalling, you know, he has been a good player for United over the years. I think he deserves a lot of respect from the fans. And he's definitely been a better player for us than a lot of the other shit that we've had, like Phil Jones or Lindelof. And, you know, he's definitely been a good player for us. So Chris Smalling, good luck to him. He's joining Roma, and he's going to be over there for a few years and see out his contract, see out his career there, probably. Good luck to him. We might cross paths with him again in the future, because AS Roma are a decent team. Oh, my days there. Oh, my days, man. What a depressing window. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, guys. Here we go, then. Manchester United have now completed the signing of Facundo Pellistri. This is what's being reported anyway. I haven't seen the done deal on Sky Sports yet. Let me just give it another refresh. That doesn't mean that it's not coming, though. It's just not updated at this moment in time. But it does look like that is the case. Cavani joins on a one-year deal. Oh, nice. More information's come out about Cavani, lads and lasses. Check it out. It's only a one-year deal. That's good. That's actually good. That makes the signing a better signing, I think. There's not very much risk there. This is what Sky Sports are reported anyway. He's coming on a one-year deal. So that's quite interesting. Cavani, there you go. Manchester United announced it officially on their social media at 9:57 p.m, so over an hour ago. And that is it. Edinson Cavani is a Manchester United player. It says that he's coming on a one-year deal. Is that right? That's mental. But anyway, that's actually not too bad. I think getting him on a one-year deal is a short-term deal. That's the right contract. Paying him for 2 years is a bit of a gamble, but not that much of a gamble because he's so cheap. Is this it then? Is this it? Is this it now? Is this the end of the bloody window? Is this it now? Adovic says, good luck, Chris. Absolutely. Farewell, Smalling. Glazers out, says Rudy back. Absolutely. Everyone on the board and Ollie fucked a lot of them. Absolutely shit. Absolutely shit. Shit window. Shit window. Shit window. Yeah, good for Chris Smalling, Gungshi. Deserved to go where he wanted to be. I agree with you. You know what? I'm not happy with this shit. I'm changing the title of this video and we're going to just lay the smack down real quick because I'm not happy with this shit. I'm not happy with this shit at all. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I refuse it. I refuse to have it. I refuse to have this, guys. This is a ridiculously bad window. I think this is a terrible, terrible window. Okay then, right. Let's get into it, folks. Let's get into it because, for fuck's sake, Manchester United have had an absolutely shit window here. Proper shit. Proper shit because we didn't address the positions in the team that we needed to strengthen. We bottled out the Jadon Sancho deal. We've absolutely bottled out the Jadon Sancho deal here, which is pathetic. Which is absolutely pathetic. How the hell did we not get him in earlier on in the window when we needed him? We haven't backed Solskjaer at all. We've simply had our pants pulled down in the window, having to go around and do 50% of the Premier League's business on the final day of the season. That goes to show you how shit Man United are. Everyone else has got their business wrapped up. We do 50% of all the Premier League's business in the last day of the window. Manchester United getting 3 or 4 players in. It's ridiculous. I mean, yes, we needed the players, but we needed other players more than we needed these players. And at this moment in time, there's nothing coming through to say that we've got other players. Hold on a second. What do you mean, Twanzebe? What's going on with Twanzebe? Okay, hang on. It's coming out that Manchester United make a late move to sign Ismaila Sarr from Watford, loan with obligation to buy for 40 million. MUFC making all necessary arrangements to complete the signing before the deadline. This was at 10:40 p.m. though, so we haven't got him then. Oh well, that's shit, isn't it? That's pretty shit. I don't know if we've had a chance for Sarr or anything. I don't know if we've had the chance for him or anything. Matt Rush says transfer update, Pig. Thank you very much. Let me have a look. Is that one you've just sent me? I don't know. Yes, it is. But either way, there you go. So Man United make late move to sign Ismaila Sarr from Watford, loan with obligation to buy for £40 million. MUFC making all necessary arrangements to complete the signing before there. So that actually might happen, but that is absolutely shit. I mean, we can still complete that one after deadline, though, can't we? Because of the domestic transfer window. So that's not really an issue. Like, we can still negotiate with them. We can still negotiate with Watford. But anyway, this is just absolutely ridiculous, this window. I just want to talk about it quickly because we have been left wanting, my friends. We needed a centre-back. We needed a quality player. We needed a right winger, proper right winger. We haven't got Dembele. We haven't got Sancho. We haven't got any of the targets that we initially set out on. We haven't given Ole Gunnar Solskjaer his targets. We haven't got the backing of the manager at all from the owners and Woodward and co here. Not one bit. Not one little bit. We've basically scratched around at the end of the window to try and fill some holes that didn't even really need filling. We got Cavani to fill the number 7 shirt role. I mean, that in itself is an absolute disgrace, in my opinion. That in itself is an absolute disgrace. The fact that we've ignored Sancho, one of the generational talents of the future, and we are on to the next player in Edinson Cavani, just a big name who can fill that shirt and sell shirts and fill that number. I find it disgusting. Look, he's a good player. I hope that he's going to be good for us, you know. I hope that he's going to be good for us. But he's no Jadon Sancho. You can't compare him to Jadon Sancho. The reason I say that is Jadon Sancho's 20. Jadon Sancho has the best years of his career ahead of him. You haven't seen anything yet with Jadon Sancho. You might have seen 60 goals and 52 appearances in terms of assists and finishes, but you haven't seen nothing yet when it comes to Jadon Sancho. He's only just begun, so he's literally just got going, this guy, whereas Cavani's coming to the twilight of his career. Who even knows if he's still good enough to do it in the Premier League? In my opinion, he's a bit older now. Yeah, you're right, Heiko Firestorm Tiger. He says Man United is recruiting like erectile dysfunction in the flesh. You're spot on, Heiko. What we need is a shot of Viagra right into our board. That sounds messed up, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. The potato of these guys. Patrick Naranjan says, Sarr, what United? So in regards to Sarr, Manchester United are believed to have submitted another bid. There's a report here which Matt Rush has just sent me through from a source to say that Manchester United had a late offer for Ismaila Sarr, a loan offer, obligation to buy of £40 million. Manchester United are making all the necessary arrangements to complete the signing before the deadline. So this was from The Athletic, actually, who reported this a little while ago, and that was 20 minutes before the deadline. Now we know that actually he can be signed any time now. So if there's any players that you think Manchester United were going to get before the window, such as Sancho, such as Dembele, such as anybody like that, they're not going to happen, my friends. Ismaila Sarr, though, somebody that might be from a domestic team, Josh King or some shitbag like that, that could all still happen. That could all still happen, my friends. So there you go, an absolutely unbelievably pitifully gash-tastic window from Manchester United, summed up by that human potato Ed Woodward's horrendous face. It really pisses me off, but that is the situation as it is. We are a shit-run club. We've waited till the last moments of the window to get some players in. Telles is a very good signing. I rate the signing of Telles, but I do not rate the signing of anybody else, to be perfectly honest. Not that much anyway. You know, Cavani's a good signing until you realise he's an alternative to Sancho, and then he's not a good signing, is he? Then he's a shit signing. Simon Bennett says, I miss the deadline days where our only worry would be signing a fourth choice Berbatov to play behind Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez and Welbeck. Absolutely, Simon Bennett. You know, those were the days, man. We could actually get the players off teams like Tottenham as well because we had that big name and that big monopoly of the success. But not anymore, not anymore. It's totally different now. It's absolutely screwed. Look, I agree with you, Batman Knight fan. Look, Sarr is not a bad signing. Sarr's not a bad signing at all. I'd take Sarr in a heartbeat. He's a cheap option. He's 22. He's getting better. He looks good. But he's not an alternate to Jadon Sancho. He's not even anywhere near. In no disrespect to him, he's no good enough. He's not good enough. And United couldn't agree a deal with Barca for Dembele either. So far, that's what we understand. I mean, it's possible, I guess, that something might filter through now. I seem to remember when we signed Falcao, it's like after midnight when we heard about it. But anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Asan Akhtar says, what about Pellistri? Matty Rushmeister, have you got another update on Pellistri for me, buddy? If you could find one, that would be brilliant in regards to if he's been a done deal before the end of this window. Let me just update this and see the done deals and see what other business has been done. So then, very, very disappointing, guys. Very disappointing transfer window. The shittest transfer window since David Moyes, I reckon. Because we haven't addressed the issues that we have in the team again. It's like history repeating itself here with Jose Mourinho's last season. I feel like we've been set up to fail this season. We've added some second-rate forward options. Alex Tellers is a good left-back. Donny's a decent player, good for the future, really good player, actually, I think. But other than that, we haven't addressed the main glaring issues in the team. What we really needed was Upamecano and Partey. What we needed is Thomas Partey and Upamecano. Like, if he's available, he obviously was available because he's gone to Arsenal for 45 million, which in this current climate, for a player of his qualities and what he will bring to your team, is an absolute steal. Like, that's a good signing. We've just spent 40 million, just to put it into perspective, we just spent 40 million on a Traore, what's his name? Diallo, over at Atalanta, to come in January, and we've just spent 40 million euros on that. So to put it into perspective, we've had our pants pulled down on that one, and Arsenal have got themselves a great player for a bargain price. So make no mistake about it, Manchester United have completely shat the bed in this window. We've not got that top class centre back. All we needed was Partey and Upamecano then. That's all we needed to have a good window, really. But we didn't do that. We didn't do that at all. Okay, thank you so much. Here we go. Excellent stuff. Thank you, Matt Rush. You've given me the perfect update here. The club are yet to officially announce it, but I have had it confirmed that Facundo Pellistri has signed for Manchester United. So it looks like we are going to get Pellistri as well. So it's unofficial at this moment, but it looks like we are getting Pellistri, guys, which is a good sign. It's a good signing. He's another good young talent, but he's not going to blow me away, I don't think. I mean, let me get Pellistri's stats up. But even if we do get Pellistri's stats up, you have to remember that he's a player that plays in the bloody Uruguayan league, my friends. You know, come on. It's not like you can really base this on anything. He's 18 years of age. At least he's maybe old enough to start and play some games for Manchester United, kind of like Adnan Januzaj, if he's good enough. We'll see. But look what happened with Adnan. So, look, this guy has, in his whole career, he's only played... Let's just have a look, actually. Give me one moment. So, in his whole career, this is how many games he's played. He has played 37 times for a bunch of Primera Division Apertura teams, and also the Copa Sudamericana and the Torneo Intermedio and the Playoffs Primera Division and the Primera Division Apertura and the Libertadores. Okay, cool. So he's played 37 games in all. For fuck's sake, are you serious? Fuck's sake. Are you serious? I mean, okay, I understand he's very good, but he's played 37 games in all for shit teams. He's got 2 goals and 4 assists. He's got 2 goals and 4 assists in 37 appearances from right wing. And he's 18, and we're supposed to be somehow excited about this twat. For fuck's sake! This window's a shithouse! I mean, seriously. Seriously, man. Pellistri, we're supposed to be hanging our hopes on Pellistri. I hope he's a great player, but fucking hell. 2 goals and 4 assists in 37 games, man. That isn't exactly Ronaldo form to me, man. I think that's shit. That doesn't really fill me with any confidence. If you can't do it in the bloody Uruguayan league, how the fucking hell is he going to do it in the English Premier League? High Times United says, where did Fellaini go in the end? Oh, who cares? Some Chinese team, I think. He's a twat. We could do with him back, though. Edward Reed says, that Diallo looks really good on the YouTube clips I just seen. Very pacey and skillful. Hopefully our own version of Sancho. Edward Reed, I agree with you, man. He does look like a really good player, but what are we basing this on? youth football. He's played a few games for Atalanta over in Italy, and we're spending over £40 million on the prick. Or sorry, 40 million euros it is. It's 37.2 million. I don't want to call him a prick, actually. He's not a prick. I apologise to you. I apologise to you, Mr. Traore. Ed Woodward and co, they're the pricks. They're the pricks. Don't try and justify that signing to me. That's a shit signing. You know why it's a shit signing? Okay, I could have got excited about that signing if he was coming through the fucking door right now. But he's not coming through the fucking door right now. He's coming through the door in January. That's no good to us right now. And even when he does come through the door, he's an 18-year-old kid who's had 3 games for Atalanta. And it's not like he's absolutely ripped the shit out of the opposition in those games either. He scored 1 goal in a game against Udinese, where Atalanta beat them 7-1. And he just came off the bench, I think. So I wouldn't really get too carried away here. You know, I wouldn't get too carried away. I hope he's going to be a fantastic player. I really do. I think I'd rather have him than not. But not for 40 million euros and not in January. Bullshit. What a shit deal that is for United. Arsenal get Thomas Partey. They get Thomas Partey. They're having a party with Thomas Partey for 45 million quid. 50 million euros. Let's speak euros for euros. 50 million euros for Thomas Partey, Arsenal have got. They've got themselves a Champions League quality player who's been playing there, seasoned in their team at Atletico for the last few years under Simeone in that really good Atletico team. Very defensively sound. He is a destructive central defensive midfielder, the likes of which United need. And they've paid 50 million euros for him. They activated that release clause and they got their man. Whereas we have paid 10 million euros less for not a Thomas Partey, not a 26-year-old Thomas Partey, but an 18-year-old Amad Traore Diallo, who nobody really knows. Okay, you might look good on YouTube. So what? You put a bloody board in front of me, cat. He'll do some dribbles. I don't have a cat anymore, but I'm just saying. He'll do some dribbles. You can make a decent compilation of a cat football skills out of it. And he doesn't have no fucking football skills. I'm just saying, anybody can look good on YouTube is what I'm saying. Now, he obviously does have skills. I've seen the same videos you guys have. He seems like very good dribbling. He seems like he could be somebody that could be very good in the future. But to pin your hopes on an 18-year-old player coming into the side in January for 40 million euros, who no bastard has ever heard of pretty much until this window, is an absolute farce. Nothing short of a farce. It's an absolute farce to spend that amount of money and put all your eggs in that basket, and that basket's not even being delivered for another few fucking months later. So this is literally one of the worst signings I can ever think of in my history of my life, because it makes no sense. Like, you could have spent that 40 million and got Upamecano now if you were prepared to, if you're prepared to spend an extra 20, 30 million euros, which is not very much more, to get a quality player like Upamecano who would plug your hole in that back line. So it doesn't make any sense. I almost feel like laughing hysterically, guys, because it doesn't make any sense for Manchester United to do it. Like, I can't believe the situation. I mean, look, we need to do something about it. Smash Glazers out, Woodward out. Hashtag Glazers out, Woodward out in the live chat, everybody. And also, look, there's a bunch of you watching. Smash that like button on the video as well. We've just hit 400 likes. Shout out to everyone who's watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. But smash hashtag Glazers out, Woodward out in the live chat. Spam it out, my friends, because we need to make our voices heard. This is ridiculous. Ryan Burberspin with that green and gold as well. Good man. This is nothing short of absolutely disgracefully gas-tastic, this window. You can't defend this window. We've got an over-the-hill mercenary, Cavani, coming in, who's just coming in for a paycheck, just coming in to maybe, I don't know, play the piano like Alexis Sanchez with 200-odd-K a week coming in. I hope he's going to be committed. I hope he wants to play his football. But he's only come to us because we are offering him more money than anybody else. Facts. Facts. If any other team in the world, if Kettering Town offered Edinson Cavani more money, he'd have gone to play for Kettering Town. I promise you that. So he's a mercenary at the end of the day. He's there to sell shirts to a South American market. Don't buy the shirts, guys. Don't buy the Cavani shirts. If I see anybody with a Cavani 7 shirt on, I'm just going to assume you're a complete knobhead. I'm just saying that right now. If you buy a shirt with Cavani 7 on, you, sir or woman, madam, you, sir or madam, are a complete knobhead. I'm just saying that now. Because not only are you supporting the Glazers' lack of investment and lining their pockets and giving them money, which some of that's going to be siphoned out of the football club, but you're actually accepting the lack of ambition by our board not to go and get Jadon Sancho. You're actually accepting Edinson Cavani being a suitable replacement for Jadon Sancho, which is sickening. He's not a suitable replacement for Jadon. He's over the hill. He's far away. He's going to be wrapping up his story in football very, very soon. And hopefully he does a good job here, but he's not going to be like a player like Jadon would be over the next 12 to 13 years at the football club. He's not going to give you that commercial. I don't even know why they've not spent the money, because you actually would generate a lot of that money back from Sancho over that period anyway. They're just short-sighted, money-grabbing melts, guys. They don't think about the bigger picture here. The bigger picture is, for 10 years, you're going to sell shirts with Jadon Sancho on. For 10 years, you're going to sell shirts with Jadon Sancho on. You're going to be able to stick his face on noodle boxes. You're going to be able to whore him out all over the place in terms of commercial deals. For 10 years. So I don't understand the short-sightedness of the Glazers and our board to not spend the money and go and get Jadon. They've just pocketed themselves 100 million. Very short-minded, very short-sighted way of doing things to replace him with a free transfer 33-year-old that PSG didn't want to touch with a bloody barge pole, by the way. He might be PSG's all-time leading goal scorer. They didn't want to touch him. We were getting PSG's reject here. Let's just be brutally honest now. And yes, Alex Tellers, I'm not going to criticise that deal whatsoever. They fannied around and took ages about it. In the end, we paid a good price for a very good player and we got our man. I'm not really going to criticise that deal. I'm just criticising every single other deal that they've done this window. Even the Donny deal is not really a player that we needed. It's not really a player that we needed. Do you remember Merson coming out of an article or saying on wherever it was that was a panic buy? And we were all saying it's not really a panic buy because it's early on in the window. He's a good bargain price. But when you get to the end of the window, he doesn't necessarily add that much to our team. Like, we needed a CDM, a centre-back, somebody defensively minded in midfield, like Arsenal got with Thomas Partey. So the fact we haven't got that just goes to show you how shit of a window we've had. We have bought players that don't necessarily improve us that much, because we had the attacking players not doing their jobs, but we had the attacking players there. We had the defensive frailties. That's where we've been losing the games. The last game we saw us, it's because of the individual errors from Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly, Luke Shaw, these guys that have caused errors and given away games. It's not the attacking players. The attacking players, Martial, Rashford, Greenwood, Bruno, on their day, they're absolutely spot on. They just need a solid base to work from. So the fact we haven't added to that solid base by getting that CDM, by getting that destructive midfielder, by getting that top-class centre-back, just goes to show you the lack of pure ambition that this football club actually does have. It's a disgrace, guys. It's an absolute disgrace. Hassan Akhtar comments, let's be honest, today was a wasted day. Cavani and Tellez were practically done, so United cannot claim them as a deadline day signing. Yeah, you're right there as well. They've been going on for ages now. Well, the Cavani deal's been a couple of days coming, but the Tellez deal's been going for ages, so you know, why even, it just goes to show you, we always thought the Tellers deal was coming, but it was just a show to try and drive that price down. In the end, it worked. Abanu Ketagar says, maybe Juan Mata revival on the right-hand side. He looked good in the games he's played. Dude, I agree, he looked good there, and I definitely rate him compared to somebody like Jesse Lingard or you know, even Daniel James, because he's got a very good football mind, and his technique is brilliant. You saw that for assisting that free kick. And he's just a very intelligent player with a lot of good vision and technique. I have no problems with Juan Mata staying until he retires. I love the guy. I think he's a good football brain and a great player to have around the dressing room. I truly do. So he's not a problem for me, and I think he can do a good job, but he's not a right winger. He's not a right winger. I don't care what anybody says. He's a CAM. He is a creator. He's almost like a false nine, in my opinion. If you played him in the right team with the right sort of wingers around him, he could do a brilliant job. I think he's that sort of player. He's got that sort of ability to pop it off, pop the ball around, make those little 1-2 intricate passes and cut opposition defences open. But he is still very good in the right wing, in the right mid position. But I just don't like him there, because I like my wingers to be able to get past the defender and whip a ball in. I like that. And especially if you've got a player like Cavani, you want a player like, you want a player who can, well, not necessarily. I mean, look at Beckham. Now, Beckham was one of the most mobile players on the pitch in the sense that he covered a lot of ground, but he wasn't the quickest. He beat people with his technique. So I know what you're saying. There's worse options out there, but we shouldn't be looking to Juan Mata at this stage after we've had this transfer window, when we've been linked to Sancho for all this time, when we've been linked to Dembele for the last few days, when we've been linked to all these different wingers. I mean, Ismaila Sarr might be a possibility still, but even that doesn't really help too much. Ashley Jenkins says, what about Said Benrahma from Brentford, Pig? I mean, I don't know a great deal about him. I haven't seen too much about him, to be honest, but I'd take any bastard at the moment over some of the shit we've got, mate. I'll be honest. Gee, Bartale Maniello says, screw Sancho and just buy a quality centre-back. Let's be honest, that clown we call our captain isn't getting us closer. Spot on, Bartale. Listen, my friend, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Like, we would have no issue as fans if we'd have gone and spent that money today on Upamecano or Koulibaly. If we didn't get Sancho, we'd have all gone, you know what, the club's reassessed. They've realised that the centre-back position is the problem area in the team. Let's just say we signed Upamecano and we signed Partey. That's £45 million for Partey, and I'm going to say, let's just be ridiculous and say £70 million for Upamecano, which would never be the price. But I'm just saying 70. You know why? Because 70 plus 50 equals 120, which is the amount of money you're going to pay for Sancho, okay? So you split that over those two players, and the team is infinitely better. It's immediately better because we got that stronger spine. You have that destructive defensive midfielder for the next 5 years. You have that centre-back potentially for the next 10 years. Now, he'd still have to live up to it. There'd still be growing time. There'd still be some errors, I'm sure, in Upamecano, because coming to the Premier League as a 21-year-old, there's always going to be period of adaptation. But with him, he seems to have great ability already. I mean, I watched a few games of him this season for RB Leipzig. One in particular had Diego Costa in his back pocket, my friends. And we all remember Diego Costa from his time in the Premier League. And he is a very physical, very dominant forward. And just the fact that he did such a number on him at his age, I think, God, he is really a good talent. Even just if you have that sort of few games of knowledge of him, he looks a very good talent. So I haven't watched all the games of him this season or last season or whatnot. Obviously, you don't know if he's like the new Rio or whatnot. But from what I've seen, he's athletic, he's quick, he's strong, he's young. And he would be a player that's going to improve over the next 10 years and fill the position for Manchester United for a decade. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I wanted in this window. You plant the seeds and they grow. Now, we've done that with the 15, 16, 17-year-olds this window. But what we needed to do is get another Aaron Wan-Bissaka in this window. What we needed to do is get another Bruno Fernandes, is get another player that fills the slot for the next decade. Now, Bruno is another player. 5, 6, 7 years you're going to get out of Bruno. These are great acquisitions. These are long-term signings. These are not short-term quick fixes papering over the cracks just to save a little bit of money. That's what it is. That's all we've done in this window. So if you signed Upamecano, if you signed Thomas Partey, what does that do? It gives you that immediate spine and base to build a successful team on, because all good successful teams are built on good defences. And say what you want about Maguire, even though he cost that much. Say what you want about Lindelof or Bailly. These guys, they're good defenders, but they're not great defenders. None of them are world-class. We don't have a world-class centre-back amidst them. Not at all. Not at all. And that was the problem area we needed to sign, and we haven't done that. So ultimately, guys, as much as we've done all right, getting Sancho, Telles, Pellistri, Traore coming in January, as much as we've got signings, we haven't got any signings, apart from Telles, in my opinion, that we really needed. In my opinion, we didn't really need Cavani. Cavani's just a last-minute jobby who's available, and we'll pay him more than anybody else. We didn't need Edinson Cavani for shit, my friends. We didn't need him at all. We might as well have got Callum Wilson if you're going to get bloody Cavani, in my opinion. Might as well have got Callum Wilson. At least he's going to be around for a few years. At least he's going to chip in with a few bloody goals. You know what I mean? Like, Cavani, what is he supposed to take over from Martial now? He's got the number 7 shirt of Jadon Sancho, you know, who was supposed to be coming in, which is a disgrace in itself. And now what? Is he going to play all the games and take the opportunities away from Greenwood and Martial and the younger guys who are developing just for the sake of getting this big name twatting for a year? It's a fucking joke, guys. This is a joke of a window. And the short-sightedness, the lack of ambition, the sheer audacity to give him that number 7 shirt, actually. Like, if they'd have left the number 7 shirt free and given Cavani the number 69 shirt or something, I'd have been like, yeah, fair enough. You know, they're still planning on getting Sancho in January. They just didn't want to be bent over for 120 million. They know that Sancho's valuation will be going down over the years simply because he's only got 2 years left on his contract. In January, Sancho's still worth a similar amount of money. He's not going to win it anywhere. You can get him in January. Next summer, he's worth a lot less money because he's only got a year left on his contract. In January after that, he can sign in pre-contract terms. So I get it, if they're playing the long game on it. But no, they've actually given Cavani the number 7 shirt, guys. I mean, smash an angry face emoji in the live chat if that pisses you off. If it pisses you off more than anything, that we've actually had the sheer audacity to give Cavani the number 7 shirt. That's what really pisses me off, because that is the lack of ambition. That's the lack of ambition in our club. Completely summed up there. Aaron Homeyard, thank you very much for getting those angry face emojis in there. Faz Zed, Ryan Brown, Chip Douglas, Mr. Big Nuts 476. Magic Gamer, Abanaf Kurtapol, Gazamania, F said, Uanama, Niakundo, Faz said, George Best, Mark Voot, Patrick Naranjan, Jim Joe Bobley, Fozzie Ozzy 106, Office Depot, Gungshi, Stephen Duffy, Slapfilm Walk, Mr. JG84, Matt Rush, Disco Dave, John, Viking Red, Robert Taylor, Asan Actor, Michael Collins, Primot, hashtag Ollie out, Ollie in. Hashtag Ollie, I keep fucking that up, don't I? Hashtag Ollie in, hashtag Glazers out, Woodward out. Hashtag Ollie in, hashtag Glazers out, Woodward out. You see, that's what I meant. But the thing is, we are having a nightmare in this. We've had a nightmare in this window. We haven't backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. How do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to do this season now? How do you think he's going to do this season? I feel like he's going to do pretty shit. And I don't even think it's his fault. Look at how we started. Have we really added that much quality to the side? Yeah, Telles is good. I think Telles is going to offer us more than Luke Shaw potentially. Certainly going forward, I think Telles will offer us more. I don't know about defensively yet. And I certainly think Cavani will score some goals. He is an upgrade on Igalo. If he is going to play the Igalo role for United, I have no problem with that. But if that's the case, why give him the number 7 shirt? Doesn't make any sense. It's just so you can put a big name on a big number shirt and sell the shirts. Don't buy any merchandise like that, my friends, at the moment. Protest. I'm sorry. I don't want United to lose money, but they're not investing that in the players anyway. They're just sucking it out for their own uses. So don't buy any of their merch shit at the moment, guys. Don't buy any of that crap. Certainly don't buy a Cavani number 7 shirt. Otherwise, in my opinion, you're a complete knobhead. Like I said, don't do that because it's just contributing to the farce that is our leadership and ownership at the top of this football club. That's all it is. Abanaf Kurtapol says Jack Wilshere, free agent. Oh, no, I wouldn't want that guy, to be honest with you. I mean, look, no, I don't like Jack Wilshere. I think he's a right tit. Good player, but he's an absolute injury-prone sick note meltbag too. I wouldn't want Jack Wilshere anywhere near this team. Michael Collins says Cavani is an Ollie. What about, I'll tell you who I would have had this summer, who we could have probably got in. No joke, pretty easily, pretty freaking easy. It's old, what's his face? Freaking from Arsenal, who left Arsenal, went to Italy. Why has his name gone out my freaking head? You know what I mean? Anyway, it's complete the Welsh, what's his name? The Welsh midfielder. Freaking quality player. In all honesty, it's gone out my head, guys. It's gone out my head. I'm too stressed out thinking about all loads of other shit. Do you know what I mean? OP Dragon says, Jack the Tit, LOL. Viking Ridge says, swap Maguire for a rubber doll. Aaron Ramsey. Thank you so much, Ashley Jenkins. I actually think Aaron Ramsey would have been a good signing, and I think he would have been available. So, you know, you could call me mental, but I actually think he'd have been a good signing. Better than that Wilshere melt. Anyway. Created by George comments, Tellers on the left. Shaw takes Maguire's position at left centre-back. Very interesting, very interesting. Luke Shaw, to me, could be a good centre-back, but I like him in a 3-man centre-back. In a 5-3-2 formation with a 3 at the back. Then he can be the left centre-back. He's too small. He's not physical enough to be a proper conventional centre-back, in my humble opinion. Peter Coveney says, Defo Pig. Thank you very, very much for that, dude. Sterna Kilda, hello. He says Facundo Pellistri is confirmed. There you go then. So it does look like that was confirmed. We said a few minutes ago that it pretty much was. Oh, Manchester United, yeah, breaking news. Manchester United confirmed Facundo Pellistri transfer. Thank you very much. All completely done. All completely done. Manchester United confirmed Facundo Pellistri transfer. Let's open this article and have a read of the terms and see if there's any information there. So here, well, we're pinning all our hopes on this guy. I just went through his stats, lads and lasses. Look, these are Facundo Pellistri's stats. He's 18. He plays in Uruguay. He's from Montevideo. He plays for Peñarol in the Uruguayan League, right? Yeah, nice one. He's 18. He's played 37 games since 2019. Okay? He's played 37 games. He's scored 2 goals and he's got 4 assists. So if we're expecting him to come in and be the next Ronaldo, I think we're all shitting the bed on that one. I don't see him at all having the possibility of getting anywhere near that with those stats. If those are the stats you're putting up as an 18-year-old in the Uruguayan League, how the fuck are you going to come and do it and do it even better than that in the Premier League? He's not even going to play for a while, guys, I don't think, about Facundo Pellistri. Now, I've seen the videos. And it looks good. But it's one thing to look good on a video in the Uruguayan League and then it is to come into the Premier League and actually do it in the Premier League against tough opposition as an 18-year-old. So these are not signings for right now. These are bullshit signings. By the way, everyone, please do us a huge favour and smash that like button on the video. That'll give us a boost and help us out. If you want to give it a share on social media, you can as well. And just thank you to every single one of you that's been watching all night long for this breakdown of the transfer deadline day and how unbelievably gash-tastically shite it is. So really appreciate you all for stopping by and getting in. Show your support by hitting that like. If you're new to the channel as well, smash the subscribe button. This is a United fan channel. We cover all things United. We do all the games, reactions, transfer news, previews, everything. So get involved with the channel, everyone. And we keep it real on this channel. We say it how it is. And I'll say it how it is right now. This channel, this window is absolutely shit. Everybody, stick your rating out of 10 in the. So now that we've seen this transfer window and the summary of it, which is Facundo Pellistri, which is Traore coming in January, Traore Diallo coming in January, which is Cavani on a free transfer, and Alex Telles. Rate this transfer window out of 10, everybody. Jim Joe Bobley with the 3, Robert Alari with the 2, Managikas with the 1.1, Abanaf Keita Paul with the 1. No, I think it's a 4. I think it's a 4 overall. And I'll tell you why. We needed a CDM, we needed a centre-back, we needed a left-back, we needed a right wing. As far as I'm concerned, we've only got 2 of those positions sorted out. We still haven't got the right wing we needed. We still haven't got the centre-back we needed. And actually, with 3 positions, we still haven't got the CDM that we needed. We signed Donny, but he's not a true CDM at all. So that's what we needed. And we didn't get them. So it is a shit window. Heiko says 3.5 out of 10. Yeah, somewhere around there is right. Stefano says 5. Thank you, Stefano Young. Sestito Young. BLS says 5 out of 10. Poet Laureate, the second, says 6. Matt Rush says 2. Sterling Kilda says 2.5. Daniel Tedegray says 4. Michael Collins says 6. Thank you for the super chat, Steve Johnson. Steve Johnson with a super chat gets in there and he comments and says, Pig, just got home from work. How the hell are these transfers supposed to help United today? Shocking window. Dude, I have no idea what we've done. I have no idea what we've done, Steve Johnson. These transfers don't help United at all. Okay, they do a little bit. Telles, Cavani's going to score a few goals. But they don't help us at all in the problem areas that we had. So, to answer your question, Steve, they don't help us. They don't help us very much. They don't help us at all. We're still going to leak goals at the back. We still have subpar defenders. We still needed to address that problem and didn't. We still needed to get Deadwood out of the club. We have 31 players in our squad now. It's a huge squad. We've got too many shit hangers on. We've got too much Deadwood. We've got Rojo. We've got Jones. We've got Lingard. We've got too much gash players at the back there who are stealing and living at United for too long. We can't even get rid of these players. Nobody wants our players. They're on too much money. They're too shit for the money that we pay them. And the cycle's repeating itself, unfortunately, because I hate to say it, but how much money's Harry Maguire on? How much did he cost? So it's like, sooner or later, he's just Phil Jones 2.0 if he's not careful. Unless he turns it around, but we're going to have to find out now. That's the thing. We don't have any other options. We don't have any other alternatives now. So we will find out whether Slavy Maguire is going to turn it around. We will find out if Victor Lindelof's going to turn it around. But probably what we will find out is that the same old shit is just going to repeat itself. The same cycle of last year of being really bad at the back and making silly errors throughout games. I mean, you could not have had a better couple of games to highlight how individually bad our defence are than those first few games of our season. The first one against Palace, Lindelof completely threw the game away for us with a couple of awful individual errors. The game just gone with Harry Maguire, he's thrown the game away for us with a couple of really bad individual errors. Even Bailly has shown an individual error in that game. So every single road was leading to United needing a centre-back. You cannot have a more stark game of football than that Crystal Palace game, first game of the season, to show you how bad your defence is. And equally with that last game we had against Tottenham. So, I don't know why we've not strengthened in that area. The only reason I can think of is that the owners just really don't give a fuck. And that Woodward, they just care about the bottom line. And the way they look at it now is, hopefully they can scapegoat Ollie. Maybe he'll surprise a few people and manage to squeeze top 4 with this side, although I doubt it. Really doubt it now. My prediction for where we're finishing's gone right down now, guys. I think we're going to finish 6th now. I'm just going to tell you that right now. After this window, I've had it right taken out of me. The wind's gone out my sails, guys. We're finishing 6th. We're finishing 6th. And I hate, and that won't be Ollie's fault. That won't be Ollie's fault. We just haven't got the right tools in the squad. We've got a big pile of steaming wank in the squad, my friends. So we just don't have the right tools. It's as simple as that. Thank you very much for that, Steve Johnson. I'm getting very depressed now. Just feeling very depressed about our season. I think we're going to really struggle. I think Ollie's going to have so much pressure on him soon. And I think the fans are largely going to get on his case again, because a lot of them are just fickle melts who think that this is actually only Gunnar Solskjaer's fault. And it's not only Gunnar Solskjaer's fault. This is the lack of backing. We looked at this statistic earlier, which was so true, and it just sums up the terrible running of this football club, which was the pattern of Manchester United's windows, the fact that we spend double in the windows that we don't have Champions League football than the windows that we do. And we've done it again this year. We've pocketed the 100 million. We've left Ollie out to dry. We've hung Ollie out to dry. And we've given him, not very much rope to hang himself with, but just enough. And it's really not very nice. There you go then. So Manchester United 9 minutes ago officially announced it. Another Uruguayan arrives at Old Trafford. Welcome to MUFC Facundo Pellistri. So Facundo Pellistri is now a Manchester United player. Look, fair play. I mean, look, what are these signings? What the fuck are these signings, honestly? I mean, I just don't get it. Like, he's a good player, but his stats are not impressive. He's a young lad. He's not going to help us right now. I just do not get it, my friends. I've totally had the wind taken out of me, guys, with this window. Anyway, let's just have a look at the done deals in the Premier League then, just to piss us off even more. Let's have a look at all the done deals in the Premier League for final deadline day. So, Thomas Partey, Atletico to Arsenal, £45 million. Bargain. Great player. Great signing for Arsenal, that. One of the signings definitely the signing of the final day of the window. Credit to Arsenal. What can you say? They got themselves a great player there. A player that we should have absolutely gone in for. Edinson Cavani to Manchester United on a free. Alex Telles, Porto to United, £15.4 million. Amad Diallo, Atlanta to Man United, £40 million. 40 million euros, I should say. Not until January, though. I mean, what the fuck's that one all about? That one's the one that pisses me off the most. Because I just think, what? Why? Why not spend that money on a centre-back? Now, who comes in, not in January, but now. Makes no sense. Facundo Pellistri, Club Atletico Penarol to Man United. Release clause, 10 million euros. Done. Ben Godfrey, Norwich to Everton, 20 million. Theo Walcott, Everton to Southampton, loan. Rodrigo Vilca, Deportivo Municipal to Newcastle. Rafinha, Rennes to Leeds. Joachim Anderson, Lyon to Fulham, loan. Robin Olsen, Roma to Everton, loan. So there we have it, guys. That's it. Manchester United accounting for most of the slapdash, lacklustre, last-minute, piss-poor signings on the last day of the window. That's what they've done. Thank you so much, Paul Lucas. Thank you very much, Paul Lucas, for your super chat there, dude. Really appreciate that. He's just sent $5 over to say, have a pint, head change pig. Dude, thank you so much, man. Yeah, I need to chill out, don't I? This is not on. Yasin Yoke says, thank you so much for that, Paul Lucas. I will have a cheeky pint. I appreciate that, man. Yasin Yoke says, panic buy as usual, 2 out of 10. Okay, let's have a little game here, folks. Let's rate all individually the signings of Manchester United this window, and I'll give you my rating as well. So, Edinson Cavani, I'm going to rate him a 6 out of 10. Now, I don't think it's that bad because I think he is a good player. It's only on a year deal from what we understand as well, so it's not really a long term. If we'd have got him for a 3-year deal, it would have been pointless. It would have been a waste of money. But right now, commercially, it's a good deal. I get that. That's why they've signed him. But because he's coming in as a replacement for Sancho, because he's taken that number 7 shirt, he's not any higher than that for me. I think he's a lackluster, unambitious signing. Michael Collins says 7, Jay says 5, Devin says 9, Jazzman says 7, Ashley Jenkins says 7, Papa Store 7, Ryan for Sebastian Vanas says 6, Mumble Sports says buy some Guinness and pipe Mrs. P. In that order as well. Get that Guinness breath on the go. Devin, thank you. Colin Grieg, Matt Rush, Manu Forever, Asan Akhtar, Gungshi says the number 7 is the piss take though. You're right, yeah. I agree with you. If we'd have had Cavani come in and he's been given the 69 shirt, then we wouldn't have had much of an issue with it because we'd have still had that ambition of signing that proper number 7 like Sancho. But now haven't got that ambition. Imagine how shit Sancho feels, by the way. Can you imagine Sancho? I mean, look, we shouldn't feel sorry for him. He's a professional footballer. He's making a shitload of money, but and he's still going to be playing for Dortmund, I'd imagine. But can you just imagine what's happened with Sancho at the moment? He's made it clear to Dortmund that he wants to leave ages ago. He's been pushing for a move this week by not playing for them, and his head's gone and all that. And then United don't even come and get him. So the faith shown in him by Manchester United is nothing. We haven't done it. So Jadon Sancho, if I was him, I probably wouldn't want to sign for Manchester United in the future out of principle. Now, I know United are going to play the long game and make it a shorter deal, lower amount of money deal, but they're going to have to wait a while to do that. In January, he's still going to be worth a bit, and it will take until next summer until his valuation comes down significantly. So, Hey, thank you so much for that, Dean Kenny. Says, love your take on Amad Traore pick. Thank you very much. I mean, it's true. Like, you can't be spending £40 million on an unknown player who's 18 and coming in January, who hasn't even had more than a few games for Atalanta over there. You can't do that. It makes no sense when you could spend that money on another centre-back right now or somebody. Like, literally 10 million euros more gets you Thomas Partey. Sure, you've got to pay a lot more wages, but you get Thomas Partey. And I think Thomas Partey would have come if you'd have tried him a bit earlier in the window. There's that release clause. Atletico cannot turn it down. If he wants to join, then he joins. Instead, we will... do you know what I think it really is? This is it. This is what it is. Manchester United maybe didn't even have any intention of getting Jadon Sancho. I'm not even being funny. We just wanted to be linked to a high-profile player all summer long to keep our name out there and keep it relevant or some shit like that. I don't even know. Like, that's what it feels like to me. It just feels like we've been completely led down the garden path by this football club. Colin Grieg says the board don't give two hoots about the player. Yeah, Devin Motavala, I hear you. Traore is the future pick. Yeah, I get that. He looks like a good young player. But why are we, come on, he's 18. He's not going to come in January and be Ronaldo. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. He's not going to be Sancho. Like, we've ill-prepared for the season. Yeah, in the future, he might be a really great player. He may be able to do some bits for us now, too. Well, who is it then? Pellistri? Is it Pellistri? Is it Traore? Who's the one for now, then? Like, it's bullshit, man. We haven't got a player for now in the right wing. Mason Green was the man, and then hopefully these guys are going to back him up, I guess. I don't know. It's pathetic. Mason Green was 18. Viking Red says, we're skint. Oh, man. I mean, we've just pocketed 100 million, basically. We could have spent that money elsewhere. We pocketed 100 million. High Times United says, I blame the exchange rate. Haha. Is FIFA going ahead? Oh, I don't bloody know, mate. I'm stressed out to fook, I'm going to be honest with you, High Times. I'm not 100% sure yet. But when I end this video, I definitely need to relax a little bit because I'm pissed off, guys. I'm stressed out with this window, and then I might jump on later. But if not, like I say, dude, because the transfer window stuff's out the way, I will be doing some daytime streams, and I'll also definitely be doing a whole bunch of midnight streams and stuff like that as well, because I love doing the FIFA streams. Hey, look, I might be back in a bit, guys. I might be back. Maybe that's what we should do. Yeah, look, Viking Red says, Pig, FIFA 21. Yes, Tom. Maybe that's what we should do, guys. Smash a 1 in the chat if you would come back and watch me play FIFA tonight. If you want to try and unwind and relax, because, but it's going to be a while. I don't know. Maybe I could just do with a good sleep. My voice is mashed up. But a lot of people commenting saying ones here. Look at that. Jim Joe Bobley, Hood Stores, Papa Stars, JW92. Fair play. Gungshi says we all need to do something relaxing to chill out after this nonsense. I agree. Really, really quite a depressing state of affairs. Yeah, but maybe I will High Times United. I don't know yet. Yeah, MBG says probably might tune in later. Nice one, Mumble Sports says, nah, I want to watch EastEnders and Power. Fair play, I don't blame you, dude. After this window, whatever can relax you, you should try and do, honestly. Whatever you can relax. Yeah, look at all these guys saying, yes, this is going to be a long season, says Winters. Adovit says, let's calm down with a soothing game of FIFA. Yeah. Okay, then, well, you've talked me around, lads and lasses. It might not be the longest stream tonight, because I don't know if you could tell, but my voice is a bit hoarse. But, yeah, I'll tell you what. Michael Collins says, Pig, play FIFA and smash it with Cavani. I'll tell you what, though, we'll do a short stream tonight and, and play some FIFA. I reckon that's probably the best idea. Anyway, Gungshi says, rewatch The Burbs. Good shout. What a film with Tom Hanks. Legendary film. Primat says, I wish I could come over and give you a little cuddle, Pig. Long day. I'm glad that you can't. Thank you very much, Primat, for that, though. Appreciate it. I appreciate the sentiment, mate. I'd definitely give you a hug, but I'm not sure about a cuddle. A cuddle sounds way more intimate than a hug, doesn't it? I'll give you a hug, mate, but I ain't giving you a cuddle, bro. Josh Drain says Cavani isn't on FIFA, I'm afraid. I know we had on the FIFA career mode. He's not even on it. Fretboard Stumbler says, legend, mate, thank you. Papa Stores, we appreciate your pick. Thank you. Right back at you, Papa Stores. I really appreciate all you viewers who make this channel what it is. Look at this great community, all the people in the live chat. You know, we all support each other. We all share our opinions on football. We don't always agree with each other, but I like to think that we all appreciate everyone's different stances on stuff and all get along. That's what humans should be. That's why I look at the American politics system and I just laugh. No disrespect, there's probably a bunch of Americans tuning in, and to it in England it's the same to a degree. But like, you actually have like Democrats and Republicans who they will despise each other. If you meet somebody and they're a Trump supporter or something and you're not, they just instantly hate each other, even though they're still people and they've got a lot in common. They just have these slight differences politically, and then all of a sudden they can't be associated. I like to think that we're very tolerant around here, and that we include everybody, and we're respectful of everybody's different views, even if they're not always positive, even if they're not always something we agree with, such as all the Ollie Outers and stuff. You know, you can still have your say on this platform, even though I'm Ollie in and I think all Ollie Outers are melters. You can still have your say on this platform. Sun Wukong says, we all know it is the Glazers' fault, but what can we do? MU will still generate income through other areas. There are still tons of hardcore supporters. It's not easy to bring down a big club, e.g. Liverpool. Manu Forever says, hope it's not American bankers. Very, very true. Mr. Bignut says, who the hell likes America anymore? LOL. Bit harsh. I love their cuisine. I'm not going to lie, I'm a fiend when it comes to cheeseburgers and stuff like that. Matt Rush, he says 469 likes. Guys, I know it's a bit of an ask, but let's see if we can hit 500 likes on the stream. That would be mad. 469 is pretty mental already. But if you haven't smashed that like button, there's 800 of you watching, so I'm guessing there's a good few of you who haven't smashed that like button there. Please do smash that thumbs up. Give it a cheeky little like. That'll help boost this up and help us out immensely. Appreciate everyone who does it. Smash that like button, lads and lasses. Roy Keane 2-foot tackle it. Marouane Fellaini elbow it. Zinedine Zidane headbutt it. Di Maria snake it. Slither it. Whatever you have to do. Smash that like button. And also, if you're new to this channel right now, there's probably a bunch of new viewers watching. Smash that subscribe button. Hit the sub. Also, click the bell icon to be notified when we post live and all that good stuff on this channel. Okay, let's get into a bunch more of your comments. Kenny McGuinness says, are you not going on FIFA tonight? I think I am going to, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I am. Matt Rush says, Simon Stone tweet, thank you very, very much. I feel like I need to now because I pretty much said like I am. So even if it's just for a couple of hours, I guess I will jump on. I mean, I'm just a bit disappointed, but maybe playing a bit of FIFA with you legends would chill me out a good bit. So yeah, let's try that. Matt Rush, thank you very much. Simon Stone has tweeted 2 minutes ago with this. He says, I think Man United have had a good deadline day. What? I think Man United have had a good deadline day because they look stronger now than they did this morning. But big questions about the window as a whole. 7 matches between international breaks include PSG, RB Leipzig, Chelsea, Arsenal and Everton. We'll know more after that. Oh, nice one, Simon Stone. Thanks for that, mate. Thanks for cheering us up. No in there, you absolute stone. You know what I mean? Bloody hell. I mean, I don't think Man United have had a good window. Are we stronger than when we started this morning? Yes, we are. We are slightly stronger, but we're not that much stronger. We still got the glaring holes in our defence that we had before. Yeah, that's right, Asanactor. He says, Cantona Kung Fu like it. Absolutely. Appreciate it. Mark Vu comments, Jarvis, pass it on if you get one. I haven't smoked for a while now, being a duffer for 35 years. Could do with one now. Ollie Ian, you have a great night, Ollie Ian. Thank you for getting in here as well. Appreciate it. Devin Motovola says, Phil Jones redemption season pig. Imagine that. Imagine if he just turned into Phil Deeney. I don't think so, though. Devin. He's just deadwood that needs to float away now. He's the turd that won't flush at United. He's just collecting his 130k a week, driving his pink Lambo to training, loving it. He's the turd that won't flush. Legit. SG Legend, he comments, we have had a great deadline day. Relax. SG Legend, great to see you. You what, mate? We have had a great deadline day. Don't take the piece, SG Legend. Okay, I think we've had an acceptable deadline day. Not acceptable, actually, no. Subpar. I'm sorry, I'm saying it how I feel it. I know that you're entitled to your opinion, ST, to be honest, mate. I'm not trying to cut you down, but I just feel like that's wrong because it's not a good window. We haven't had a good window. We fannied around all summer long just to rush in a couple of signings at the end for as low as possible, one of which, in my opinion, is a panic signing. And in fact, most of them are panic signings. That Amad Traore deal, I don't know what that's about. What is that about? Why are we paying 40 million euros for an 18-year-old unknown who's not coming till January? Zola Zizia comments Fildini. Yeah, that's right, Paolo Fildini. Bloody hell. Imagine if he was. It'd be funny, wouldn't it, if Phil Jones got sold to Roma? Because then you'd have Smaldini and Fildini next to each other in the Serie A. And Smaldini wasn't doing the role for us very well in the Premier League, but you send him over to Serie A, and he is like bloody Paolo Smaldini. So it's pretty funny, really, that how low the Serie A's gone, I think, because if Fildini's like Maldini, you know, it's pretty shit. Devin Montevola says, Pig, I think we had the third best transfer window out of the top 6 teams. Chelsea and Totti over us. Anyone else? No way. Everton's transfer window was way better than Manchester United. They got 5 players in. They got Doucouré. They got Allen, who looks really good. They got James Rodriguez. I'm sorry, I think there's more teams than that. We haven't had the worst. We have strengthened a few. End of the day, we signed 4 or 5 players in this window. We signed Donny. We signed Cavani. We signed Pellistri, we've signed Traore, and we've also signed Cavani. So, you know, we have signed 5 players. That's not bad. It's better than nothing. I just think it's the wrong 5 players, that's all. I think it's the 5 players in positions we didn't need necessarily. Kunchi says, I want a spliff. I don't blame you, dude. It's one of those days right now, one of those days. Gunshi says, we're at 494 likes. Smash it, lads and lasses. Smash the like. Let's get 500. That is awesome. Patrick Naranjan says, Facundo Pellistri is not Daniel James. Please don't mock him. I understand that. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing these young lads and I hope that they're going to be the next future stars. But I'm not happy with Facundo Pellistri's record and the fact that we're supposed to be putting any faith in him other than being a good young player that might be in the squad in a couple of years' time. Because look at his stats, 2 goals and 4 assists in 37 games in a Uruguayan Farmer League. I mean, that doesn't bode well. I'd like to think if you stuck me in that Uruguayan Farmer League, I'd get a couple. You know what I mean? Playing all those games. 37 games. I'm pretty sure I'll get a couple. I'm not even joking either. I'm literally not joking. Like, it doesn't matter how fat and out of shape and shit I am. I'm going to pop up with the occasional golden assist. I promise you that. But anyway, Callum says, 500 Pig, let's go. Come on, lads and lasses, get in there. That's the only redeeming feature of this deadline day, is that we have hit 500 likes on this particular stream. Massive love and respect to all you legends getting in here. Shout out to the Bacon Brigade. Appreciate the heck out of you. Shout out to all the channel members in green there. Appreciate the heck out of you. And just all the viewers around the world. Appreciate the heck out of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, because we're going to be keeping you up to date tomorrow on the channel. We've got a bunch of stuff coming. I'm going to be doing a breakdown of Manchester United's transfer window tomorrow once we've got a bit more information, because we're understood to have put an offer in for Sarr last minute as well, which could still happen because domestically we can still sign players. So you actually might see 1 or 2 more movements. I mean, what about Josh King? Does Josh King whet the appetite, lads and lasses? But no, somebody though, you never know, I mean, so technically we could still get someone like Tarkowski or someone in if we needed to. But whatever. Pyder says, feel sorry for Solskjaer and all United fans. You deserve better. Thank you, Pyder. I agree, mate. It is a joke. Colin Greig says, Ollie in. Ryan Sebastian Velas, you have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. Bye to you, matey. Legend. Gaz Elliott says, I bet you any money Woody has had talks with Woodward. Primos says, Gunshi, I have a large closet. You could put a sleeping bag and a lava lamp in. Sounds cozy, Gunshi says, I know a mountain nearby where magic mushrooms grow. Thinking of heading out. Gunshi, well, it's supposed to be good for depression, they say. So, could help, or it could send you over the edge, Gunshi. I don't know, mate. Anyway, Jason Misko says, will we make any domestic signings, Mr. P? I think so. I think Ismaila Sarr. I think we'll get Ismaila Sarr because we're not getting Traore till the January anyway, and it's debatable whether he's ready or not then. We're getting Pellistri, but it's debatable whether he's ready or not. Really, we're going to be sticking with Greenwood, I think, and then also having Ismaila Sarr as a rotation. So in that position for me, we've got Greenwood and Sarr on the right, if we get Sarr, which we haven't got Sarr yet, so that's just a hypothetical. If not, then Daniel James or Mata as a backup to Greenwood. Greenwood would be our right wing, and then striker, you've got Tony Martial or Cavani, depending on who you really want to play there. And maybe Cavani would get you more goals right now. I'm not going to lie. Maybe he would get you more goals. He's got that experience. He's had a better career. He's a seasoned vet. Whereas Martial's still trying to learn and play his trade and get that number 9 role down, which he hasn't done yet. 17 goals last year is not really good enough for a United striker. He's got to get 25 goals. Now, is he going to get that opportunity when Cavani's in the side scoring the goals? Probably not. So I bet Tony Martial's not too happy about this. Thank you, G-Wolf United. The United way, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, mate. He says, no Sancho ever. Yeah, that's another thing. Good point you brought up there. Quickly, we'll just cover this. So do you think Sancho, do you think we're actually going to go for Sancho in the future? I mean, I think the key indicator with this one, John, is we've given Cavani the number 7 shirt, which is very strange. Very strange indeed if you were still going to go and get Sancho either in January or even at the end of next year. You'd probably want to keep that number 7 shirt vacant. So I don't know if we're getting Sancho, guys, ever. Smash a Y in the live chat if you think, yes, we will still get Sancho one day. And smash an N in the live chat if you think, no, we're not going to get him ever now. We've missed our opportunity. And he probably will end up going to the Scousers or Chelsea or Barca or Real or Juve or one of the other top clubs around Europe. Jonathan says no. Snapfilm says no, not now. Mumble Sport says no. Rahat Ahmed says no. Matthew Adateo says no. WJ Davies says no. Ashley Jenkins says no. Mark Foot no. Connor says no. George Best says no. Matthew Adateo says no. Crikey. Nobody thinks that we're going to get Sancho now. Fair play. Cameron Ketch, he says, what's the word on a centre-back? Been out to the shop. No centre-back, my friend. There's no centre-back coming in. We've prepared piss poor. High Time says no. Vincent Bullock says yes. All Things Man United, how you doing, buddy? Says no. WJ Davies says he will go to Liverpool or Chelsea. You know, if that turns out to be the case, I'm going to be sickened. And you know what? I think he's going to go on, and we will look at him when he's Cavani's age, when he's 33, and we will look at Sancho as being one of the best players of the last 10 years. I actually do believe that. So I think we've probably, if we do miss out on him, we're missing out on a fantastic player. We've shit the bed on this one. Lack of ambition. We could have got a great player for the next decade. Instead, we've got a mercenary for a season. Great stuff. Good job, Ed. Good job, Ed, you human potato melt. Oh, created by George says, let us not forget Ibrahimovic came in seemingly past his prime and helped us to win 2 trophies. Don't write off Cavani yet. I hear you, created by George. I really, really, really hear you. I do. Is he Ibra, though? We'll see. Ibra's a physical specimen of galactic proportions, you know, so we'll see. He's not human. He's a lion. Zlatan is lion, my friend. So we'll see if Cavani can do that too. Cavani's obviously a good physical player too, but he's not been without his injury concerns. And Anthno says, Sancho will go to the best team, Liverpool. No. Simon Cowie says, in January, our top 2 targets will be Upamecano and Sancho. Maybe. I mean, if they've pocketed this 100 million, but they're still going to spend it later, then fair enough. I mean, I do think maybe the Upamecano deal will happen, but just not for a while. He's got a clause that comes in very, very soon. Womb Weasel 222 comments, we have been royally shafted by the United board, Woodward and Coney, tied up and bummed by horses. Bloody hell, Womb Weasel. You've got a very seriously vivid imagination there, my friend. I mean, look, I'm not going to say that, but I'm going to say that it is absolutely gash. And they should have the backlash of the fans on this one. Mumble Sport says, to be fair, it probably helps the squad not having a £100 million player. We got enough. Yeah, Jola Jadea says, Ibra bench Cavani at PSG. There you go, Jola. You've just said it yourself. Big God Bob says, anyone who don't like Americans, expect the Glazers or the Trump coons over to shut their mouth or jog off. I'm English saying that, by the way. Fair enough. Luke Cooper says, Man United are shit. That's a bit harsh, Luke. Who do you support? I'm guessing it's one of those shithouse teams like Liverpool or whatnot. Sleepy Tiger says, how good do you think Sancho will be? He may not even do well in the Premier League. I think he's going to be class. I think he's going to be absolutely sheer class. I can only base it on what's gone so far. And up to 20, his stats are as impressive as anyone's up to 20, in my opinion. Batman Night Fan says, Simon Cowie, why January? Gaz Elliott says, to be honest, Woody looks like a bell end. He really does, yes. A human bell. Kane Harkin says, remember the domestic window. I don't like to take the piss out of people's appearances, to be honest. It's not nice, but he does look like a bellend. Remember the domestic window is still open and talks have happened about Sarr. Absolutely, talks have happened. We've offered 40 million option to buy after a year season-long loan. So that is what we have offered, and that could happen. That should happen, really. So, yeah, that might be another signing soon before the domestic window closes. Asan Akhtar says, Cavani with no crosses from the wings makes no sense. Yes, that's right, yeah. Where's the crosses from the wingers coming, Asan? Where's these classy wingers we've got to provide the... I mean, look, to be honest, Greenwood and Rashford, if they're on form, they can do it. Irfan Sawani says, Man United get what they need. Centre forward and left back. I prefer strong DM. I don't think we did get what we needed, Fan. We needed a CDM and a centre-back more than those positions, in my opinion. Dan Lake comments, United will be lucky to finish in top half. Oh, yeah, I remember now, Luke Cooper. You're a shit-ass Crystal Palace fan. Nice one. No, fair enough. Look, you had a good game against us, first game of the season. Whatever. Thanks for getting in here, though, Luke, honestly. No hard feelings. Dan Lake says, United will be lucky to finish in the top half. Okay, let's have another vote then, guys, in the live chat quick. Seeing as we still got 700 of you legends in here, so smash that like button if you're still in here, and get your thoughts and comments and opinions in. But where do you think Man United will finish this season? You've seen our transfer window. You've seen our preparation for the season. You've seen our tactics recently. You've seen our performances recently. You've seen our transfer window. So where are we finishing? I'm saying 6th. Will XBL says 6th. Kane Harkin says 4th. Luke Cooper says 18th. Ashley Jenkins says 10th. Sean JG says 6th. Mumble Sport says 6th. Mr. Marsden says 5th at best. Clifford Day says 13th. Hammy says 8th. WJ Davies says 5th. Mark O says United will finish 8th to 14th. Jonathan Gallagher 4th. Abbas Hassani 6th. Stuart Montgomery 6th. Gary Edwards 10th. First class game at 8th. G-Wolf United 3rd. G-Wolf, you are so optimistic. I love you, my friend. You are the most optimistic person on this channel. I love you. No homo, but still, you are a legend. Anyway, yeah, but no way, guys. No way, guys. United Way says 9th. Mad Animal says 3rd. Mark Voot says 4th. Gungshi says 4th to 8th. Showbest Patchcam says 8th. Rizwan Ahmed says 11th. Chloe Lee Roberts says 5th. Liam Hardy says 1st. Welsh Red says relegation. Liam Hardy says 1st. Aaron Homeyard says 1st. Sorry, not Homeyard, just Aaron. Liam Hardy says 1st again. No, it's not going to happen, lads. Look, the reason... I think most of us are pretty disappointed because, look, we're all saying, most of us, obviously some people are saying 1st, some people also saying 10th, and even lower than that. But most of us were saying 4th to 8th. So most of us are pretty unconvinced that United can do what we needed to do last season. We're pretty unconvinced, and there's good reason for that, because teams around us who are challenging, such as Everton now, Leicester, Liverpool, of course, Manchester City, Chelsea, they've all made signings. They've all made good additions to their teams, whether it's Diogo Jota and Thiago at Liverpool, or whether it's all the players that Chelsea signed, or whether it's all the players that City signed. These are all teams that we're supposed to be challenging and competing with this season. And what we've ended up doing is just make them go further away from us, I think, in terms of qualities in their side. They've improved. I mean, City spent big money on Nathan Ake and Ruben Dias. They got 2 centre-backs in. Now, you can argue we needed centre-backs more than they did. So, you know, it just goes to show you how ill-prepared we are for the season. I think we're really going to struggle. Kin S. Cheese is 1st in the next season Championship League. Shouldn't laugh really. It's bloody, it's shocking, isn't it? Alu Jarju says, I'm heartbroken, but I believe United will finish around 3rd. I love United and believe United will have a good comeback. I love it, my friend. I love it. Hamza Ishmael says, maybe 2. Yeah, well, look, I don't want to be pessimistic. I don't. I was optimistic last year. I looked at the squad last year and I said we'll finish 5th, which I actually thought was optimistic with the team that we had at the start of the season. Bearing in mind we had that crap squad. We had Alexis who just had a stinker. We had Harry Maguire come in. We had James come in. We had Aaron Wan-Bissaka come in. Based on that, I thought we'd finish 5th. And we did finish 3rd. So he beat my expectations. Ole Gunnar beat my expectations with the squad he had last year. My expectation this year now is 6th with the teams around us. So he could beat my expectation again. Gary Aitken, thank you, Gary. He says United net spend has been shocking for a team that just got back into the Champions League. I can't see United in the top 6 this year. So true, it's the same repeated process, isn't it there, Gary? Like, we spend money when we don't have Champions League football and refuse to back the manager when we do. They're just content to get top 4 every year, keep us competitive, get the Champions League money. They're not prepared to challenge for the title. Interesting take from Simon Cowie here. He says, Pig, the media circus got too big for both clubs, so they left it till January to call the story and take the pressure off them both and Sancho. See, I don't know if that's true, Simon, because I think we would have wanted the player now. The only reason we don't want the player now is because the money's too much. Dortmund would have wanted to sell him now because now they're going to get the most money for him. Remember, he has less than 2 years on his contract now. It's October. His contract runs out in June 2022, I think. So they can actually sign him in pre-contact terms for nothing in 15 months' time. So you could actually sign Sancho on pre-contract terms for nothing in 14, 15 months' time, and he would join you at the end of that season. So we are fully aware of that. And Sancho's fully aware of that, and everybody's fully aware of that. And unless Dortmund were going to extend his contract and pay him big money, Sancho would wait it out and leave. So you will see Sancho moving from Dortmund in the next year. Say what you want about Dortmund, they have improved in the last few years, but they are still a selling club, and they will still struggle to keep hold of their best players, such as Dembele a couple of years ago, going to Barca for big money. They get big money for their players, but only when their players have decent contract lengths on them. Sancho right now is worth 120 million euros, or maybe he's not, because nobody queued up and paid that money for him. So we found out his true value in the market. It's definitely less than that. Because if he was valued at that, then obviously somebody would have come in and bought him. You saw Chelsea flowing, spending that cash freely. You know, they're the candidate. They're a candidate for a team that would come in. So you saw that happening. You saw that going on. So just the fact that everybody's considering that Manchester United won't spend the money, 120 million, I think that's the main thing. Dortmund would have wanted it done sooner rather than later, because in January they can still generate that sort of cash, but they're going to have to sell him in January. If they want to sell him, they have to. If they want to sell him for big bucks, they've got to sell him in January, because next summer he's going to be worth a lot less, because we only have a year left on his contract. Mr. Miyagi says, happy with the Van der Beek and Tellez, to be honest, but the rest is shit. Yeah, I feel that way. I do feel that way. I think you can't really criticise the Van der Beek signing, because he's actually a very good technical player and he's only 23 and he's just a good all-round signing. But all the other positions are shit. G-Wolf says, Pigman, you make players. They don't go buy those top players. Only one or two players come to United in the transfer market. Yeah, okay. We do make our players, yes, but you cannot, that's also not true. Because if you look at the Fergie days, if there was a position in the side that was a problem area that he didn't have time to wait 5 years to develop the next talent from the youth ranks, he did go out there and buy the player. He did find the player. He did buy the player. So I agree with you, but that we've always produced youth talents at this club, and that's something we continue to do. Ollie's continued that. We've in the last few years alone, we've had players like Rashford come through, players like Greenwood, and of course Brent Williams and these guys. So we do that. We do that still. But Fergie would have gone out there and signed a player. He would have gone out there and signed a player. So that's the difference. Just the difference is we had the ability to do that then with David Gill and, of course, Fergie at the club. Mr. Marsden says, drop Pogba and bring Van der Beek in. I'm with you on that one. Mr. Marsden, yeah, I agree, mate. Dan23 says, sleeping on Cavani, he'll be quality. Yeah, I mean, look, he's probably going to score goals for us. I just don't like the signing, really. I don't think it's good ambition for the club. Adakwa Yeadom says, Yo Pig, how you doing? I'm good, Adakwa. Thank you, Mr. Yeadom, for getting in here. How are you doing this evening? Plymouth says, worried Cavani signing will send Martial into a pout and he'll hand it in as his question. You know what, guys? I don't know if I'm gonna do the FIFA tonight, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel a little bit freaking gashed out. My throat is gashed out, guys, if that's an expression. So maybe I should rest it and come back at you hot and happy and heavy tomorrow, if you know what I mean. I don't want to let anyone down. But it's obviously not scheduled, and I'm just thinking, I need to rest my voice, guys. I need to rest my voice. So yeah, some people are not going to be happy about that, but I don't know. I might still do it, guys. I'm not 100%. It's just right now I've got these bright lights in my eyes. I've got a bad throat, and I'm just thinking I'm stressed out from this shitty window. Maybe playing FIFA would relax me, but oh, Jutaru Kuji says, no, do FIFA. Oh, no. Mumble Sports says, gashed out, yeah? Yeah, my throat's proper gashed out. Jonathan says, you deserve a day off. Thank you, dude. Well, we'll see. I mean, RJ McCready says, fine, that's fine, don't worry. Jutaru Kuji says, don't need to talk. It's a good point, but it'd be a bit boring, wouldn't it? Smalling gone, probably our best centre-back at the moment, says Dan Lake, yeah. Mark Voot says, Jarvis, spot on, pal. Jarvis says, we haven't added quality, just depth. I agree with that. Jarvis, spot on, yeah. Josh Drain. Hey, by the way, there's still a bunch of you guys tuning in. Please do us a massive favour. And please smash that like button. And if you are new to the channel, which some of you probably are, smash the subscribe button as well. We've got a great community of legends on here. There's no clickbait bullshit on this channel. We keep it real. We cover Manchester United, the club that we love. And we do it passionately, and we try to do it as openly and honestly as possible. There's no misleading clickbait garbage here. So, there's certain people, I'm going to be honest now, there's certain people around the YouTube fraternity who look like a bit of a wanker right now, if you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of prats out there who said Sancho deal's done a long time ago. You know who these people are. I don't need to say names. But there's a lot of prats out there that look like even bigger prats right now. Let's be honest now. There's a lot of prats out there that look like even bigger prats. You know what I mean? Because they've been saying the Sancho deal's done. And it's done, and it's done, and it's all this time 90% done. Well, it's not 90% done, is it? It's definitely not done. So they definitely look like a bunch of tits, don't they? I mean, let's be honest now. You have to say it how it is. I'm not saying any names. I'm just simply saying there's certain channels out there, and there's a lot of channels, not just one channel. I'm not just talking about one channel. I'm talking about a few different channels here. You know the ones, usually the clickbait ones, that have been talking about this deal as being done for ages. Ages. Done deal, Sancho. I just think it's so funny. I mean, they probably don't even care, because ultimately it's just going to lead to more clicks and more people coming back to mock them, which ultimately leads to more money and generation. So there you go. But that's not how we like to do it on this channel. We've never said Sancho's a done deal. We've reported on the situation with Sancho and Manchester United's pursuit of him all summer, but not at one stage. I've always said it's 50-50, and more recently I've said it's 30 or 40% likely, and it turns out it's 0% likely. So all the people who said it's 99% done or 90% done, I'm sorry, but you've shut the bed. You've shut the bed, and you look like absolute melts. Do you know what I mean? You look like absolute melts. I'm sorry. All those people that said it was 99% done, they're melts. There you go. Dan Lake says, you still doing a FIFA 21 career mode? I don't know yet. Let's see how I feel in about half an hour after I've chilled a bit. Let's see. I'm stressed out from this window at the minute, but let's see. I don't want to commit and let everyone down. So it might just be a bonus. Keep your eyes peeled. It might happen. First class caver, mate. No, what? Don't know. No stuff like that from the moderators, by the way. I believe I warned you about a week ago and said don't do that. So anyway, just don't. That's fine. Obviously, people can criticise other channels. I just personally don't want our mods doing it. That's all. Anyway, AK says F Glazer, Edward Wood, and Judge. Josh Drain says only person. Fair play. Hamad Khalid says, why aren't you streaming? I am streaming. I'm streaming right now, Hamad Khalid. Or you mean FIFA? You mean FIFA? It's just because I've been doing all this stuff this evening, and I'm just stressed out from watching this transfer window unfold for Manchester United tonight. Mumble Sports says, let the pig have a day off. No, it's not that I want a day off. It's just I almost just feel like when I do the FIFA, I want to be real enthusiastic and do the Dom Piglioni and all that and make it entertaining. And I just feel like right now, with the throat the way it is, and also with how shit United's window is and how stressed I feel. Not stressed, but just sad. I just feel a bit depressed about the window. I'm depressed about our start to the season now. We've had a shit start. I was hopeful we were going to fill those puzzle pieces in this transfer window, and we haven't done. So we are no better off, in my opinion. Okay, a slight little bit better off with Tellers and Cavani, but we're really not that much better off than when we started this window. Mark Stewart says, I am living in Jamaica. I have been a United supporter since 1989, and it's the first time I feel like this for 2 days straight. I believe the Glazers are killing our beautiful club. And there you go, Mark Stewart, 100%. That's exactly how we feel. Peter Coveney, yes, lad. I agree with you so much there, dude, because it's a terrible realisation when you do know, you don't even think, but you know that the owners lack the real true ambition of the fans, which should be to challenge for the title and try and win the Champions League and try and compete on all fronts. We haven't done that this window. This window is not a window of an ambitious club. Chelsea's window is an ambitious club's window. This is a window of a money tightening club, a club that's trying to save money and also do things on the cheap and paper over the cracks. If they didn't want to buy Sancho, I get that. He's 120 mil. There's no value in it. There's a reason nobody else went in for an offer. He's too much money right now for what they want. It's too much money. But then there's no good excuse for not going to get up a Meccano or Koulibaly or any other centre-back that might actually help you win the league. Because we've been talking about this for months. You can win a league. You can't win the league without a good defence. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, you might be able to... to get close, but I just think all the best teams are built on pure defence. Asan Akhtar, thank you, Asan. He says, Woodward on transfers is like someone buying a second-hand Lego set with the pieces missing. Absolutely. Asan comments, Pig, would you ever think to switch teams to FC United of Manchester because they're Red Rebels, they're against Glazer pricks? I mean, I understand the sentiment to it, But the problem with following a club like that for me is that I live in Dorset, mate. And, you know, that's what is the thing about a big club like United. It's a global club. That's why it's got 600 million fans around the world. It's because they're on TV. It's because the coverage of them is all there and everything. Actually, these days, FC United might be on TV. But I just don't, you know, come on. I love Manchester United. So I get the sentiment behind it. I just want us to get the correct owners at the club. I don't want the club to go out of... I still love the club. I just want the club to be ran better. So... that's what I want. I don't want to stop supporting United and go and support another team personally. Fair play to the guys that have done that, but I don't want to do that. I want to support United, but I want them to leave. I want us to get proper owners who love this club and will invest in this football club. They don't even have to love this club. They just have to want to invest in it. They just want to have a brand that wins football matches. Like Roman. He's probably grown to love Chelsea. I'm pretty sure he does love Chelsea. But he would have also loved Leeds United if he bought Leeds United and put the money into them. Or Manchester United if he bought them and put the money into them. He'd have also loved them too. It's because he loves football and he wants to rule the world with a football team. And the English Premier League is one of the most exciting leagues in the world. So he wanted a Premier League team. It's as simple as that, really. And he will invest in it every window to try and get them to win because it's his pleasure. That's like his pleasure. He's a chairman who goes to the games. He goes to the big games. He lifted the Champions League trophy. The players gave him the trophy. Who remembers that moment? They gave him the trophy and he lifts it with such a proud smile on his face, you know. And I think, yeah, that's an owner. You know, say what you want about him. He's a Russian oligarch. He's you know, whatever, dealings with Putin and all, who the hell knows. But... as a football point of view, from a football club, I would have loved to have him instead of our owners. I really would have done. Really would have loved to have had that guy instead of our owners. And that's quite sad to say. But the difference between him and our owners is it's not just the money. It's the amount he invests and the love that he has for that club. And the fact that it's a plaything for him. So he's not doing it for a business. He's not sucking money out of the club for generation for money for him and his family. What he's doing is investing in it and spending the money. It's like, to him, it's like a sports car, which he takes around the track at the weekend. That's what it is. Whereas the Glazers, it's like they're bloody, I don't know, Hertz car rental, and they're trying to get you bloody to pay off their freaking car, pretty much. Some shit like that. It's disgusting. The Toxic Stan says, how good is Diallo? Look, he looks good, man, but we haven't seen enough of him. He's played a few games in this Italian league. It's a crazy signing for 40 million euros. It's ridiculous. All right then, lads and lasses, I'm pretty much going to wrap this video up then, folks, but please smash that like button if you have not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Make sure you do smash that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. And click the bell icon if you haven't done so already. I want to thank you all: Paul Price, Stefan Herringtonio, Simon Cowie, Dan Lake, Manu Forever, G Wolf United, Andy Simmons, Jayanta Bora, Primot, Mr. Miyagi, Asan Akhtar, and every single other person who's watched this stream tonight as well. Griffo Chaz, Big God Bob, Ryan Burberspin 9. I really want to just thank everyone for getting in here throughout the show tonight. Love heart in the live chat for the mod squad as well, all the moderators: Griffo, Ryan, Aaron, G-Wolf, Ellie, Gungshi, First Class Gamer. Every single person who's been in here tonight and watched this show, appreciate it. Thank you, Gungshi. You have a great evening too. Look, I might be on in a bit with FIFA, guys. Just give me a little... I'm just going to go and try and just chill a bit. I might be on with FIFA, but again, don't be let down if I'm not on. But I promise you, I will be back on FIFA the next every other night this week. Yep. Cheers, Mark. Cheers, EEWIK, Michael Collins, Asan Akhtar, Jonathan Gallagher. Appreciate it, Jonathan. Glad you enjoyed it, matey. Who else? Cameron Ketch, Mark Stewart, Pascalas Namakwata, Chobas Pachacam, Jarvis Cocker, Bills fan 7883. He says, got to listen but not to say hey. What a great day, right? Gashtastic, Bills fan. Gashtastic, mate. Not good, not good. The Toxic Stan says, please do a quick update. I just got here. Oh, okay. I better do a little summary quick then. Okay, quickly then. High Times United, thank you very much, dudes. He says, I am streaming FIFA Career. So there you go. So if you want to watch some FIFA Career mode, if I'm not on, there's your alternative. High Times United. Thank you, matey. Yeah, everyone else okay then? Let's figure this out then. Let's just have a look at the rest of it. So just to let you know, Manchester United's transfer window, pretty disappointing in my book. We signed Edinson Cavani on a one-year deal. We signed Alex Telles for 15.4 million from Porto. We also signed a couple of other players, guys, on transfer deadline day, but not the players you wanted to see, really. We signed Amad Diallo, aka Amad Traore. I think he's going by the name Amad Diallo from now on. We reached an agreement with Atalanta. but he's going to be coming in January. So we've actually not even got him until January. And we spent 40 million euros on him. When you consider Thomas Partey's just gone to Arsenal for a 45 million pound release called 50 million euros, then you realise we've spent a shit ton of money on this player. And if this player doesn't turn out to be the next Mbappe, then I don't see how it's money well spent, to be honest. Especially when you owe to the fact that he's not even coming until January. So he doesn't even help us for a few months. And even then he's only 18 when he does come. And will he help us immediately then? He looks good, he looks young, but he's only played like 27 minutes of top-flight football. It's a joke, really. This is a joke signing. I'm just going to tell you that now. It's a stinky signing, this one. It stinks. It makes no sense to me. There's some dodgy stuff going on there. That's all I'm going to say about that one. And then the other one, Facundo Pellistri from Penarol in Uruguay, 10 million release clause, 18-year-old. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists in 37 league games over in Uruguay. You know, doesn't inspire me, my friends. He's not Sancho, you know. So that's it, lads and lasses. That's it. Those are the done deals. Also, Chris Smalling out the door. Chris Smalling signed for AS Roma. So Chris Smalling signed for AS Roma. I'm going to say this now. When you factor in, we probably let our best centre-back go to AS Roma, which is quite ironic to say that because he was on loan last year away. But when you actually think of how bad Lindelof, Maguire, Bailly, these guys have actually been recently, maybe we've actually let our best centre-back go and we've just got a left-back and a striker in Cavani. We haven't strengthened. We haven't really strengthened, guys. We might have strengthened a little bit. Okay, we are slightly stronger than we were before. But in some ways, we're weaker. In some ways, we're weaker, guys. So this is a shit transfer window. Make no bones about it. It's a joke. There's the update anyway. RJ McCready, see you later. Gungshi, you're a legend, mate. Thank you, Gungshi, for getting in him. Matt Rush, put a cheers beers emoji in there for Matt Rush, because Matt Rush has been doing work tonight. Like, literally, he's been emailing me all the latest updates and all that sort of stuff. I just want to say much love to Matty the Rushmeister, because he does a great job on this channel. Simon Cowie, Andy Simmons, Pascalas Namaquata, Jarvis Cocker, Asan Akhtar, Ryan Martin, Stefan Harringtonio, Simon Cowie, Cameron Ketch with a super chat at the end. Thank you, Cameron. He says, thanks for the cathartic rants and the coverage. Thank you so much, Cameron Ketch. Much appreciated. I'm glad you enjoy it, dude. Thank you for being a part of this community. Like, that's the thing. We were talking about it earlier. We're just all passionate fans of football and this club. Not some of them aren't even fans of the club, but they just love football. And we all love having us. So it's a great community. So thank you for that, Cameron. If you're new to this community, if you're new to this channel, then subscribe and hit that like button too. Thank you, Asan. I'm glad you like it, mate. Mark Vu, Asan Dur, The Toxic Stand, Welsh Red, Gungshi. Who else should I shout out here? People United. I'm trying to shout out everyone here. Showbas Pachacam, Mumble Sports. People United, Showbas Pachacam, Safe 500, Andy Simmons. Gungshi says we hit 553 likes. Bloody hell. Thanks for hitting the like button, lads and lasses. Jonathan Gallagher, Manu Forever, The Toxic Stand, Stefan Harringtonio, Ibrahim Shafiq, Ryan Martin, Ascender, Ibrahim Shafiq again, Snap Film Walk, Primot, G. Bogliev, Ibrahim Shafiq again, Showbaz Pachacam again, Adovitz, G. Wolf, Big God Bob, W.J. Davies, Gianta Bora, Manu Forever, Magic Gamer, Andy Simmons, Gaz Newton, Ascender, Matt Rush. Ascender says, FIFA man, please. Maybe. I might be back with FIFA. I don't know. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. I promise you. Guys, thank you so much. Pig, I'm having a bad day because of United. I just want to lay down, drink beer and watch you play FIFA. Please, man. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, dude. Don't you think I just want to do that? Don't you think I just want to do that, bro? Just go and lay down and zone out and not think about this shit day? But no, I hear you, man. I hear you, dude. Look, I might be back. I hope so, Magic Gamer. I don't really know at the moment if I'm going to get a PS5. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you, Ascender. I really appreciate you wanting to watch. I really do. No, thank you very much, everyone. Have a great evening. That's going to be it from me. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Check the links in the description to the social media channels. You can subscribe on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Flying Pig United. You can also check out the website, flyingpigunited.com. Shout out to Griffo Chaz as well. Okay then, folks, that's going to be it. Have a great evening. This is The Pig. I hope you've enjoyed the Deadline Day show. I haven't enjoyed it, mate. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't enjoyed it, mates, because of the shit window that we've had. Just to summarise, I believe that Manchester United haven't really strengthened that much in this window at all. Commercially, we might have strengthened. I don't think we've strengthened that much in this window at all. In fact, I would go as far as to say it's a 4 out of 10 window. I think it's a pretty pitiful window. They haven't backed Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at all. Ole's going to have to do his very best to get this squad into the top 4 because it just isn't good enough still. It just isn't good enough still. We haven't addressed the issues in the team. So there you go. We're in for a rocky ride this season, I think. But get behind Ole. Back Ole. Don't give in to those Glazers and what they want. The fact that they've shown this cycle yet again of not backing a manager in a Champions League season and scapegoating them and repeating the process and sacking them off and then spending on the new manager and then not spending on him after a season or two when they got Champions League football. Don't do it. Right then, lads and lasses, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. This is the Pig. Thank you for watching. And come on, United. This is a farce. Absolute farce, man. I mean, the most farcical signing for me, I thought Cavani was farcical, but the most farcical signing is that Amad Traore one for 40 million euros. He doesn't even come until Jan. I don't understand it. Hey, the United Way, thank you very much, mate. You have a great evening. Take it easy. Kurt Borman as well. Snapfilm Walk. Who else? Aaron, he says, I'm the 560th like, you legend. The United Way, Gungshi, Tegwa Randawa. Screw you, buddy. People United. Oh, he says joke. Okay, then. Me too, then. Pascalius Namaquata, Gaz Helia, Ibrahim Shafiq, G-Wolf, everyone else, WJ Davies, Snapfin Wall. That's going to be it from me. These are the Patreon credits to just say thank you to all the people that support this show on Patreon or who are Tier 2 channel members on YouTube as well. Really appreciate all the members of this channel, and this is just a little thank you list. We've also got to say special thank you to Seaborn Gracias as well, who I forgot to put on this list. Sorry, Seaborn, but there's your personal shout out. You'll be added to this list very soon, man, and thank you, Seaborn. Everyone else, take it easy. This is the Pig. I'll see you soon. Come back once this is finished and comment in the not live comments and rate this transfer window. Tell me where you think we're going to finish this season, and just let me know what you think about any of the signings. This is the Pig. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.